this first time, you just want to taste and see what had happened again. The same thing. So I'm just going to go ahead and start doing it. The first one I'm going to talk about, this right here is Charlie Kirk. This right here is Pastor Jamal Bryant. It's an outrage that Negro preachers are honoring Charlie Kirk and having moments of silence in black churches all over the country over a man that was racist and white supremacist. That's what this guy here, Bryant, Pastor Jamal Bryant, I believe he's in Baltimore. Yeah, I'm gonna play it again, but I just can't play it right now. This is the long version of it. Here's another person right here. This guy here, right here, it says people around. Oh, no. Let's play this one. This one here is about Charlie Kirk he visits all these different colleges and stuff. And this is one right here where he's actually talking to a young man about being a white supremacist. And he's saying that his dad told him about it. Let's take a look at this one right here. And then we'll have something else to talk about afterwards. Let me see it. This is live right now, but I will repost it. And of course, I'm going to edit it out. Okay, there you go. My computer was stiffed. Okay, here we go. Let's play this and see.
My dad wanted me to ask you. He said, would you still be a white supremacist if you were in a more diverse work field?
Do you think I'm a white supremacist?
I have no idea if you're a white supremacist. My dad has watched a lot of you. He said, if you weren't out here preaching hate and working on your three-pointers, do you think you would probably be better at that?
You should be ashamed of your father.
I'm definitely not. My father's an amazing man. Yeah. He cares about American citizens.
Your father
and all
peddles
of their rights.
lies. I'm not a white supremacist. Honestly, shame on him. For someone that runs an organization called Blexit, do you even know what Blexit is?
I do not.
It's literally, we employ 40 black Americans that work in Atlanta, Chicago, and Philadelphia, trying to improve the well-being of inner-city black America. What has your father ever done for inner-city black America other than call me a white supremacist? And by the way, secondly, it's just so ridiculous. It's like it's
black
somehow
people for your companies or whatever you do does not make you a white supremacist.
What is a white supremacist?
A white supremacist is somebody who takes advantage and believes that they are higher than everybody else.
Do I believe that?
I have no idea.
Okay, exactly. And so there's no evidence whatsoever, and yet people go around sloppily saying, you're a racist, you're a white supremacist. It is so destructive to our dialogue. It's destructive to us coming together as a country, and there's nothing to support it whatsoever. So thank you for your time, and shame on your father for peddling that crap.
Shame on your father for peddling that stuff. That's what we're talking about today. We're talking about is Charlie Kirk. Is Charlie Kirk a racist? I mean, I got so many ups and downs of people calling him that and stuff. Check another one. Here's another one here. Check this out. It says, phony. You expose yourself. Mega Pastor Jamal Bryant called us coons. He called us coons, runaway slaves, and Uncle Toms for attending Black History at the White House. Let's take a look at this one here.
I feel bad for them coons in the White House who are in there tap dancing for massa, wearing bow ties, shinning and grinding, laughing like nothing is funny. I ain't afraid of the spooks that sat at the door.
Wow.
These runaway slaves hiding in the White House. I feel bad for them coons in the White House who are in there tap dancing.
The congregation there. Oh my gosh. There's another one here. This right here. Beware of those attending Jamal Bryant's church. He's not guiding you to salvation, but to slaughter. Many pastors in black churches are now black activists preaching politics from the pulpit. Bryant got a taste of his own medicine when he raged against black conservatives. Wow. Here we go again. Let's take a look at this.
Just know that he is leading the sheep to slaughter instead of salvation. See, a lot of these pastors in these black churches are now black activists in the pulpit. So Jamal Bryant got a taste of his little old medicine because he was upset about these black, beautiful brothers and sisters at the White House celebrating Black history with our President Trump. He got mad because someone had a poster of his face in the audience. Then he ran on some sort of a rant this past Sunday in his sermon, calling black conservatives and folks that sat by the door coons and runaway slaves. You know, all of the racial slave jargon back from the 1800s and 1900s. That's what they think of us. For any black conservative that does not think the same way politically as them, or we're independent, free-minded thinkers. But see, he has been attacking black conservatives for years. But what's so funny to me, that he used the term runaway slave. Those telling his congregation that you're on a plantation. If we, the black conservatives, are the runaway slaves, didn't runaway slave go seek to find freedom? So what does that mean about you?
Yeah.
That means that you're still on the plantation. And that's just went completely over y'all heads. Activist Jamal Bryant is telling you exactly who his God is.
Yeah.
You can tell by the picture of his pulpit where he's having a Marxist communist fist holding a cross, mixing the sacred with the profane. He's leading you to believe that he's preaching the gospel of Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, and our Father in heaven. But actually, he's preaching the gospel of democrats. He's preaching the gospel of hate. He's preaching the gospel of division.
Wow.
That's what he's preaching.
Yeah.
He is there as a pastor to keep you asleep, to keep you deceived. You know, back in the 1900s.
Yes, I could go more on, but she is really right. Here's another. This is the shorter version of it. I can take the shorter version. The longer version is going crazy. It says Jamal Bryant is quintessential race. Quintessential, I don't know what that means. Quintessential race hustler. He's a quintessential race hustler. Yep, that's what he is. It says, yep, that's what it says. It says Jamal Bryant is a quintessential race hustler. My response to his smear campaign on Charlie Kirk is one click away. Oh, this is a long one too, but it's a little bit different. This guy's
I'm concerned about all of these Negro preachers who've been, in fact, talking about that this man that was killed was the answer to Christ in the earth. Y'all ain't saying nothing. They having moments of silence in black churches all over the country over a man that was racist and a white supremacist. How dare you compare him to Martin Luther King? The only thing that Charlie Chris and Martin Luther King got in common is both of them was killed by a white man. Wow. After that, they got nothing else in common.
That's strange, Jamal Bryant. You believe that the only thing that Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and Charlie Kirk had in common is that they were both killed by white men? How about the most obvious fact that they were both Christians? How about that? They were both wrongfully killed. They both died for what they believed in. They were both husbands, and they were both fathers. They both fought for freedom and for liberty. They both believed in American exceptionalism. They both believed in biblical justice, emphasis on biblical. They both led nonviolent movements. They both believed in the Constitution.
Let's test your knowledge. Don't open it up. Right. What is the 10th Amendment?
They both despised victim mentality. They both saw the value of the nuclear family. They both believed in the betterment of the black community. And finally, they both left legacies that you, Jamal Bryant, will never be able to live up to, and that you will never, ever have.
Yeah.
Cute blouse at that, too. God bless you.
That's another one. Here goes another one here. This woman said, after watching the videos of black pastors Wesley and Jamal Bryant criticizing Charlie Kirk as a race sower of division, she blamed the church's disorder for global chaos. She's saying, yep, the black churches are causing these, accepting these nonsense communities. Oh my gosh. Let's see what else she says here. We got to hear.
Say this because so I just finished watching a couple of videos of a couple of pastors, black pastors here in America, one by the name of Pastor Wesley, another by the name of Pastor Jamal Bryant, who both spake regarding the Charlie Kirk assassination, stating that he did not deserve to be assassinated, but he also did not deserve to be honored because according to them, he was a racist and he lived his life sowing seeds of division, et cetera, et cetera. Let me just say this, because when it comes down to the church, in my opinion, the reason why the world is in the state that it is in right now, where you have all of these lies, all of these murders, all of this destruction going on, is because the church is out of order. When you have ministers that won't even preach the word of God straight up, no chaser, okay? We don't need no mixture in this. We need it straight like God said. He said, don't add to it, don't take from it.
Wow.
When he said that a man is a man, he created he, him.
Woo.
That's what he meant, okay?
What?
When you have pastors that won't address how the rainbow is being misrepresented, when it was a covenant that God used for his people.
Wow.
They want to keep up this racial rhetoric, this racial division, keep this going on. When you know that when we get to that end mark, it ain't going to be no one particular race in both places. It's going to be a mixture of all of us in both places. So we have to deal with the reality of what's going on. And it's not about race. It's spiritual. If you could say this man is a racist, but you can't even name what he said. This man went around on college campuses speaking to the youth who the enemy is after. The enemy is after the seed. Okay, he don't want anything that looks like God. He don't want anything that reproduces to reproduce that looks like God.
Yes.
Meaning that God said man and woman come together. Okay, that's how he keeps his creation
man and
going
woman.
on. But the world says no. We want men with men. We want women with women. God said.
What God say?
That truth is truth.
What?
Right is right, wrong is wrong.
What?
The world says, no, it's okay to have a little white lies.
Just a little bit.
You know, just a little. No. Tell it like it is. Straight up, no chaser.
No chaser.
And if a man can draw people to Christ, and a man is talking about Christ, okay, from what I heard this past Sunday, more people went to church than they did on Easter Sunday, reportedly, across the world, the globe. Okay, so if he's representing like that, and you all you can do is say somebody is a racist and say something to keep this stuff up, because you really can't teach the true word of God, because a lot of y'all are getting government assistance.
What?
The government tell you what you can and cannot preach about.
What?
And that's the reason why the church is in the state that it's in.
Tell the truth.
Ignorant, black people, I have to say, that don't do research. All they have to hear is the word racist, and they're willing to go along with it.
That's what they say.
You wonder why you're still in the same state that you're in.
Same state.
Because you're promoting a party that has been behind anti-Christ policies.
What?
Now look up the word of God and see what he has to say about marriage.
What?
Okay?
What did he
say? Look up the word of God and see what he has to say about truth. When you have all these lies being spread in lying lamestream media.
Oh
and
my gosh.
You will see who's representing God and who's
She's
not.
blowing it
None
up.
of us are perfect. But at the same time,
what is her name?
You can't call yourself a Christian and don't see that the same party that you are speaking for has been behind anti-Christ policies, while the one that you're speaking against is the one that's actually promoting Christ-like policies.
Thank you. She's not lying. She is not lying. That's not her. Is that Dee? I don't think that would be her. No, I have seen her on TikTok before. Yes, she's not lying. It was wrong 30 years ago. It was wrong 40 years. It was wrong 50 years ago. It's been wrong all throughout different cultures. It's wrong, and yet we try to make wrongs right. And it's like these books they have written. Wow. Oh my God, it just goes on. I don't even get it. I want to stick on these black pastors and black people calling Charlie Kirk racist, and then people not doing their research. So there's another lady here. She's going to break it down a little bit. I hope she's 2 minutes. We'll give her a minute. We'll give her a minute or 30 seconds. But
about Charlie Kirk. Well,
okay,
for one,
let's get about it. Here we go.
Grace and peace, you guys. Recently, Jamal Bryant stood in his pulpit and he called Charlie Kirk a racist and a white supremacist. And guess what?
What?
Not surprisingly, but every word out of Jamal Bryant's mouth was an absolute lie.
That's right.
Let me explain to you why Jamal Bryant has to lie.
Why he has to lie?
About Charlie Kirk. Well, for one, if people really listen to Charlie Kirk and listen to him debate, they quickly disavow Jamal Bryant and leave his church over there stillbirth and never look back. His entire hustle would collapse, and he can't have that. So
hustle.
You got to take to the pulpit and lie. Reason number two is that Charlie preached the true gospel of Jesus Christ. He preached reconciliation between God and man, truth, responsibility. And Jamal Bryant preaches Marxist rhetoric, and it's he does it in ugly designer clothes at that. And so when you have a heretic who is paid as a puppet for the Democrat Party, the output you get is a Jamal Bryant. And the third reason is that Jamal Bryant weaponizes race in order to shield himself and the Black community from accountability. It is the highest form of hatred there is. Charlie never attacked all Black women, okay? He called out specific DEI failures. But of course, Jamal Bryant has to go and twist that so that he can stoke more hate and division. The truth is that Jamal Bryant is a liar. He's a liar. He's a fraud. He's a false shepherd and a heretic. And if you sit under that so-called preaching by that apostate, unfortunately, I have to break the news to you and let you know that you are being deceived.
Wow. And listen, he's not the only pastor here. Here's another pastor here. Okay, this is someone who followed, this is a guy who followed Charlie Kirk. And the race, he's going to talk about what he feels about him. He followed Charlie Kirk. Here we go.
I gotta say, our parents' generation, there's a Richard Nixon quote. He said that we gotta be the silent majority. We gotta, sneak up on them. Oh, I'm tired of being silent. It is time for us to be the loud as hell majority and let them know that we are the majority of this country. We will not back down. We will not give in. We will not retreat. Because it's exactly what they want. America is great, not because of people who sat on the sidelines, but people who rush through the front lines. And we are not going to give in. Not for you, not for our future, not for America, and not for Charlie Kirk. That is why we fight.
Wow, we're going to get in because of you. Oh my gosh, definitely right. Here's another one here. It says right here, this is the top 3 Charlie Kirk's best moments. And I saw this and I didn't see all of it. I said, I want to watch it live. But I've watched Charlie Kirk for years. So I have a familiar with it, so we'll see.
You, I hate you. Yeah. Would you like to have a substantive conversation or? A substitute? Yeah. A substitute? No, man, I just think you're a asshole. Would you like to have a conversation? Sure, absolutely. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I don't like you. I think you spread hate. I think you spread bigotry. I think you piss a lot of people off because you're just an awful person. I don't think you really want to debate because you're just here to piss people off and energize your crowd of racists. What have I ever said that's racist? Oh, what? Can you name one thing?
I'm Hispanic. Can I support Charlie?
Can you name
Does that mean anything?
Can you name a second thing I've ever said that's racist?
I think you're just trying to play a game, and I think this is obviously going to be used.
What have I ever said that's
hateful? I just
hateful?
want to hate you. You're awful. Get off my campus.
When have I ever said anything that's hateful? Have a nice day. He can't say anything I've ever said that's racist because I've never said anything that's racist. That is the American left in one picture, everybody. Lots of rage and no wisdom.
You're here taking advantage of college and college students.
Am I taking advantage? Is that what I'm doing?
You're taking advantage of the space, taking advantage of the students, not in a way of intellectually taking advantage.
It's like going to a place to tell people you're being scammed. If you call that taking advantage, then so be it.
Yeah, I mean, you're taking advantage as you're taking my time, you're taking everyone's time, and
you're volunteering your time too. I didn't force you.
Okay,
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You're taking our time. We're investing our time.
I do this also in other places than campuses too. So.
Yeah, no, but then you're here and then you're saying college is a scam.
It is. Half of you guys will end up getting a job where your entire college debt burden means nothing. You will get a job that does not require a college degree at all. You're 4 years wasted. You shouldn't have come here in the first place. Half.
Oh, well, I disagree with you, and
all right, well,
that's fair.
I hope it's worth it.
Have a wonderful day.
All right, thank you. Grew up with?
Well, I mean, yes.
Really?
Yes,
okay.
I personally
even though my chromosomal structure is XY, not XX.
Totally.
So you think so I should be allowed in your locker room then?
I mean, personally, I think that. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So like 13-year-old girls with 13-year-old guys, perfectly cool.
But you're not a guy. You're a girl if you identify as well.
Well, maybe I am. Maybe I'm a guy. Why are you assuming my gender? Do you see where things can get into utter and total chaos and confusion rather quickly?
Look at that. Confused. confused. She's confused. She's like, he got me and I have no comebacks about this. Boy is boy, girl is boy. That's what they want you to believe. Girl is boy and boy is boy and boy. It's 72 genders they have out there now. 72 that you can say that you equate yourself to be. 72. Come on, guys. All we need is 2, male and female. No. 72. These are kids making kids games with imaginary things. Oh my gosh, 72. Now we're saying just because someone calls somebody a racist, they're definitely one. Oh my gosh, and he helped start Blacksit. This is AOC today. AOC today knows that she got her marching orders to say what she had to say. I think this guy's name is Al Green that was next to her. Let me see, is that Al Green? I think he's not the real. He's not the singer Al Green, but that's it. Oh, Al Green. Yep, it says Representative Al Green right there. Yep, that's Al Green next to AOC, and he has given her the marching orders to say, you better go ahead and say that he's a racist, and I want you to go ahead and say this right here because I'm a senior one, and we need this right here. We need to put him on our ends. And this AOC, somebody put this together for her because remember that she was a cocktail waitress in debt. Now she's worth over tens of millions of dollars. She was in debt when she started in politics. And she was a waitress while going to college, right? And here we go. AOC, there we go. Al Green, he's out of Texas. Yep, 9th District out of Texas. Houston, Missouri, something. I'm going to play it so I can see where out of Texas he is. He's the House Representative, 9th District, and he's been there a while.
Thank the gentleman, Representative Green, for his graciousness. Today,
just to say a side note, she has put on some weight, making tens of millions of dollars now, and with multiple homes, multiple cars. Yes, on a 274,000. I can't remember exactly how much. They wanted a raise. They wanted a raise, and then they took it out. When people found out they wanted a raise. Yep, she has tens of millions of dollars off of making yearly, I think it was 200-something million. 200-something thousand a year. Now she makes millions of dollars, and no one's worried, curious about this. She's not the only politician. She's not the only one. All of them are taking a huge bag, and so she's one of them. And listen what she says. It's a game. It's just a game.
Today, the Republican House majority brought to the floor a resolution honoring the life and legacy of Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk's assassination was a horrific and vile attack and incident of political violence. And condemning the depravity of Kirk's brutal murder is a straightforward matter, one that is especially important to help stabilize an increasingly unsafe and volatile political environment where everyday people feel more at risk. We can deeply disagree and come together as a country to denounce the horror of this killing. And it is not a license
Here she goes.
for the abuse
Here
of
she
power
goes.
and whitewashing of American history. Today's resolution only underscores the majority's recklessness by choosing to author this condemnation and honoring on a purely partisan basis.
Here it goes.
Instead of uniting Congress in this tragedy with one of the many bipartisan options to condemn political violence and Kirk's murder, as we did with the late Melissa Hortman. Instead, the majority proceeded with a resolution that brings great pain to the millions of Americans who endured segregation, Jim Crow, and the legacy of bigotry today. We should be clear about who Charlie Kirk was. A man who believed that the Civil Rights Act that granted Black Americans the...
This sounds like an Al Green speech, not an AOC speech. And Al Green's right there to say, thank you, read this. You know darn well she didn't do any research on this thing. But that sounds like the words that Al Green would use in one of his stellar speeches to to the House. But you know what? She's still going.
The right to vote was a mistake. Who, after the violent attack on Paul Pelosi, claimed that, quote, some amazing patriot, unquote, should bail out his brutal assailant, and accused Jews of controlling, quote, not just the colleges, it's the nonprofits, it's the movies, it's Hollywood, it's all of it, unquote. His rhetoric and beliefs were ignorant, uneducated, and sought to disenfranchise millions of Americans, far from the working, quote, working tirelessly to promote unity, unquote, asserted by the majority in this resolution. It is equally important.
I can stop there. This lady, this really, really this. Woo, woo. I would do the net worth. I think I can just go ahead and do the net worth really fast. I think I can find it super fast and then go back to this AOC net worth real fast. Here it says she's net worth is around $1 million. Oh, that's right. She makes that's what it says, but it's not true. All right, here we go right here. I mean, it was more because it's listed somewhere else more. She makes 100 annual income right there. It's an annual salary is $174,000. So I'll make $174,000. She makes way more than that. Way more than that. Let me see, can I find it? She even talked about it. She even talked about how so right here, we got one right here. They're all making the bag. And when Biden was in office, they all were just making even more. Here it goes right here. I don't know if you can see that right there. Representative AOC just disclosed $9.6 million fundraiser. Listen, this girl, they're all making money. AOC disclosed 1.5 of spending, at least more money to the side. Another place right here. AOC disclosed $8.3 million cash on hand at the end of the filing period. Another time, listen, this girl, they're all playing the game. And if you look at the homes, the cars, oh my gosh, the relatives. To be a relative. Oh my gosh, okay, that's enough for that. Okay, here we go. I got to cut that out if I want to keep it on. Here we go, next, more stuff. That's AOC again. That's the shorter version of what she was saying. That's nonsense. This is her again. I'm going to get back to it. This is AOC in 23. This is AOC's words right here. This is AOC. This is how she sounds. The speech is rhetoric, blackface. Here we go. This is AOC. Here we go.
Don't tell me that this is about a condemnation of anti-Semitic remarks when you have a member of the Republican caucus who has talked about Jewish space lasers and an entire amount of tropes and also elevated her to some of the highest committee assignments in this body. This is about targeting women of color in the United States of America. Don't tell me, because I didn't get a single apology when my life was threatened. Thank you.
Oh my God!
Don't tell me that this is about
AOC's words.
A condemnation of anti-Semitic remarks when you have
she's
a
trying
member
to
of the
preach with
caucus
this waving and doing this.
Jewish space lasers.
I don't know if they all drink. They say that they're heavy drinkers, and I think they sit around and talk about how they should do this. She's practiced this over and over again, and cut it up and put it on her thing. But guess who posts this? Charlie Kirk posts this. Of course, he didn't say good things about her. This right here was February 2nd, 2023. Charlie Kirk posted this and said, this is why AOC is bouncing and dancing all over the place. The speech is ridicule. Blackface. He even noticed how she was dancing around. Oh my gosh. Here we go. This is another one here. This is somebody who's putting down Charlie Kirk right here. People who want to blame the Jews for all their problems. This is demonic and should not be tolerated. Check this out.
Thank you for coming, Charlie. And I had a quick question about anti-Semitism online. Another question here they asked about Candace Owens. And, you know, I'm a big fan of you. I was a big fan of her. But she's obviously been going down this anti-Semitic bent. And through her, I'm kind of finding out about these other characters online, like Nick Coincidence. I'm sure you've heard of him. And these people, they've been active for a long time, and it seems like they've just been ignored, which is working, but now they're kind of surging in popularity. And as someone who, I enjoy watching your debates, Are they people you'd be willing to engage with and maybe shut them down in a way through a debate or something like that?
Well, I mean, I'm going to debate Candace. But no, look, I'll debate anybody that shows up at our campus, so that's first and foremost. But I do want to take what you say and extrapolate that there is a corner of the internet of people that want to point and blame the Jews for all their problems. Everybody, this is demonic and it's from the pit of hell, and it should not be tolerated, period. But it goes to a structural problem of an entire generation that has economic resentment. They don't own anything, they're not getting married, they're not having children, they're depressed, they're anxious, they're staring at their screens all day long. And if all of a sudden your extrapolation of all that is, well, it's the Jews' fault, that is sloppy and shallow thinking. And not only that, they say, oh, it's the Jews' fault. Okay, let's kind of play this out. Well, tuberculosis, that used to kill about 1 billion people. You know, it's a group of Jewish scientists that came up with the antibiotic that cured tuberculosis. How about CPR, the MRI machine? You know, there's over 500 million lives that were saved over the last 50 years because of people that were Jewish scientists that were working on things. They'll never say thank you to the Jews, but they'll always say shame on the Jews. It's weird how that works. And finally, they always blame the Jews for stuff. Jewish people are an ethnicity. So therefore, definitionally, you have people that are secular, orthodox, religious, that are all over the spectrum. You're trying to blame an entire ethnicity for a singular problem. Hold on, let's take a step back here. Instead of that, what could you possibly do in your own personal life to improve your own state of being? If you are blaming 0.02% of the world's population for all of your problems, that is not going to be good for your soul. It's not good for your psychology. It's not good for your future.
I don't see impeaching hate there. Do you see hate there? I don't see hate there at all. This right here is Omar, Alahan Omar, this was this person said. I'm not going to say what she said she was. But this right here, just listen to her words right here. She knows she has this accent like she's struggling to find words, but she knows the words she wants to say. She knows the words she wants to say. And first, she's a foreigner, and she talks like she knows, like Somalia is a hellhole, and she comes and say the things like she knows exactly how America should be. It's a scary feeling, a scary thought that that we need to be very wary of. Of course, she has tens of millions of dollars too, and homes and stuff. And she only hires women of color, mostly Somalians and a few black people.
What I do know for sure is that
she's from Minnesota. There's a huge community of Somalians there now. I wonder how. I wonder why. I wonder how.
You know, Charlie was someone who once said, guns save lives. After a school shooting. Charlie was someone who was willing to debate and downplay the death of George Floyd in the hands of Minneapolis police.
I think he called him a scumbag.
Right, have no regard, downplay slavery and what Black people have gone through in this country by saying Juneteenth should never exist. And I think, there are a lot of people who are out there talking about him just wanting to have a civil debate.
Complete rewriting of history.
Yeah, there is nothing more effed up, than to completely pretend that, his words and actions have not been recorded and in existence for the last decade or so. And
horrible. She just made it 214 to 213. One vote. She barely almost got in trouble for these words and laughing about it. She's not the only one. They're going, listen, the left and the right is going at it really hard. Here's another one. It's too small. It's going to show up again. This is another one here. 96 Democrats refused to honor the life and legacy of Charlie Kirk. They had a thing going on called the Charlie Kirk Day. 96 of them said, nope. Now, of course, I'm sorry, 95. It said 96? I can't do the math on there. Well, Can you believe that? Here you go again. Here's another one here. Charlie Kirk here. Charlie Kirk told the truth about race. That's why they call him a racist. Wow. What do you think? What do you think? How about this right here? Charlie Kirk was never racist, homophobic, or any of the other vile labels thrown at him by the left, liberals, certain black leaders, or anybody who opposed his movement. He used common sense and logic to push people to look inward and examine their lives, not just, and it goes on again. That's him right there. Yeah, he's racist right there. I don't think he would want that picture out if he was racist. I don't think he would want that picture out. Yeah, I think it's part of the black city. I'll make sure. Yes. He used common sense and logic to push people towards inward and examine their lives, not just superficially, but deeply, while rejecting the victim mentality that has been forced on generations of black Americans. Charlie was impactful, and his movement was growing. Yeah, he became a threat to the power structure that has long weaponized the word racism to emotionally manipulate black people into compliance. That tactic no longer worked against the masses. Wow. So let me put this together. They may have stopped Charlie's physical body, but the movement he ignited will continue to run its course. Wow. And all these people most of them are internet people. Yep, that's Tatum right there. There's a few more right there in that picture that's blown up a lot. Yep. They're blowing up a lot, and they thank Charlie for putting their foot in the ground right there. Yep. Can you believe that? Yep. Let's see what else do people say about this right here. Yes, a lot of people believe that. Yes, this is merely a photo op. It's not a reflection of who he was and the type of people he associated with. People say this is a photo op. We found out that some the same about MLK from the FBI files. Say less. Somebody said right here, this is not they. Quit keeping the anger going. There was one man that took it upon himself by terrible actions at a rally. Wow, he has now been caught and will be put on trial for those heinous action. Okay, no, homophobic, Islamophobic, transphobic, hate speech, are all made up words invented by the left to control people. It's funny how the mega elves have selective memory and amnesia when it comes to anything relating to the mega cult. That's what someone said here. That was someone from the left saying that. How about this one right here? Black women like Joy Reid, this is a quote from him, Joy Reid, Kanye Brown Jackson, Sheila Jackson Lee, and Michelle Obama use offensive actions. Use affirmative actions because they did not have the brain processing power to otherwise be taken really seriously. So they hate. So they had to steal a white person's slot. Charlie Kirk's words. Those are Charlie Kirk. I've heard someone say this quote a lot. Actually, I need to look that up. I've heard this quote. This is a very serious one right here. Yeah, they used affirmative actions because they did not have the brain processing power to otherwise be taken really seriously. So they had to steal a white person's slot. Quote from Charlie Kirk. I'll look it up. Let's see what else we have there. We have it in his own words. He hated black people. This dumb image you put out. Don't negate his own words. That's what someone says. Didn't he say that the civil rights movement was a bad idea? Dislike MLK. He's throwing out of context on that one. I'm familiar with that one. No. Okay, here we go. The system didn't need permission, just a pretext, a political martyr. And it says a public reaction call for peace. Didn't come to clamp down. Oh my gosh, what is that? I just clicked away from it. Okay, we're gonna see what else we got there. It says tall poppy syndrome. They better someone in the more in the hatred. See, it just goes on and on. Exactly right. This is why I continue to confidently say that the Democratic Party has become the more racist party at scale. They do not want people of all colors to understand that they can be anything they want. They can be anything they want. All right, let's see what else they say on this one here. If anyone calls Charlie a racist, it's them who's the racist. Wow. He hates black people. He said, someone said he hates blacks. Let me share this bootleg edit clip for you to prove it. And then it's LOL, laughing out loud. They're saying that the people that like Charlie Kirk, I'm see, can you see this one? Yeah, they saying they are. They're saying that we're like this. If you like Charlie Kirk, you're from Django, and you that guy that's the master's houseman who continue to like him for what he does to hurt us. I tend to disagree with that. Okay. Once again, let's go keep it going a little bit more. Okay, a lot more. Until I can get more. Hey, I don't have to reach my goal or whatever. Okay, we're gonna see if we go into some more. Gotta flip it back. Okay, now it's back on again. Oh my gosh, somebody put another picture up here. This right here says, look at this. I don't know if you can see that. When they got the black mammy there, they trying to say, it gives this type of energy. For real. For real. And that's what you're watching right now. For real with Mike. For real with Mike. And this was someone said, this is what type of energy he's giving you right there when these people say there. He got his he got his mammy there, and then he got the and his two family members there. That's what they're saying. Charlie Kirk was saying, this is when black people were happy. This is what they're saying. Come on, we don't live in that time period. But that's what they're saying. Someone put that out there like that. Let's see what else we got there. Oh, did I go back to it? Should I go back to these different ones? Oh, yeah, they have strong opinions about it. I tell you that. Here it is right here. Let me see. You can see what I saw now. You can see what I see. This is right here saying, what? Goofy alert. Okay, let me see. Can I get back to these other ones? That's the one we talked about, this quote right here. So now you can see what I was looking at. They were saying this is what Charlie Kirk in his own words says. It said, black women like Joy Reid, I think this Kenjani Brown Jackson, Sheila Jackson Lee, I remember her. Yeah, she passed. And then Michelle Obama. Okay, yeah. Yep, they use affirmative actions because they did not have the brain processing power to otherwise be taken really seriously. So they had to steal a white person's slot. That's what he said. Wow, I want to hear that. If that's face value, that doesn't make him racist. That makes him ignorant. I believe he's ignorant if he believes that right there. Affirmative action was needed, and it was needed for blacks. And I've heard him say that. So what I'm saying right now, but he's saying that affirmative actions was taken by other nationalities. It was taken by trans. It was taken by gay. It was taken by everybody else. I heard Charlie Kirk from his own words say that affirmative action was only made up for only black people. So I've heard him say that, and he said it drifted away from that. I've heard black people say the same thing. So he was growing in his process. He looks pretty young, but I don't know. He's been doing it since he was 18. But sometimes we say things and we want to hold ourselves accountable. Okay, the words we say on social media now, because he started I think at 18 or 19, 18, 19, 20. So, so let me keep it going. Yep, that's what the words they say right there. That's his words. But I remember him mentioning affirmative action, what I was saying. So, I don't want to take away. I'm not trying to defend him. I want him to defend himself. Well, his own words that he used in the past. Okay, I think I went back to locked up on me again. Okay, I was down to this one here, ruckus. That's what it's saying. If you believe Charlie Kirk wasn't racist, then I'm not racist. I don't know. This is from Django. And then I think I showed a photo. Where's the photo? There we go. That goes the photo right there. That's the photo. It's giving this type of energy. That's a black woman there. That's an older black woman. If you think Charlie Kirk is not racist, that's it. Oh, he's a good man. He's a good man. That's the energy they're saying if you don't think he wasn't a racist or not. Did anybody leave a comment? Oh, no, I don't have any comments. Okay. All right, just making sure that anybody leave a comment because I am live right now. Let me click on the button to make you know I'm going live. I am live. There we go. All right. More on these people right here. It says Trump suggests Liz Cheney should be shot. Oh, my gosh. He didn't say that. Okay, it says, say rest in peace and send your condolences and stop upsetting the ancestors. Woo. That's what they want to say. Stop upsetting the ancestors defending this man. Wow. Can you believe that? And that was a good movie there. That was a movie. I can't remember the movie. Was Denzel watching it? Denzel. Is his last name Washington? Yeah, I think it. Denzel in a movie. He was in a black college and they were going around touring at the height of racism. And do I believe it's racism today? Yes. Is it a hard scale? No. That was back then. Yes. Strong amount. But he even tells you in this little speech here that we need to work hard and we need to stay consistent and we need to not be yelling. And when we need to call out these YNs acting crazy, tearing up Chicago, tearing up New York, tearing up, oh my gosh, Memphis, Tennessee. Yes, tearing it up. And then they look at each other cross-eyed and they call themselves young YNs. Yep, they're that young ends. Crazy. Yep. This is right here, another one here. This, according to Charlie Kirk, you're a moronic black woman who doesn't have brain power. So I'm ignoring the fact that I'm defending this trash bag. She called him a trash bag. Let's see what this is, a clip here. Let's take this clip out. It's 10 seconds. Now, remember 10 seconds, you can make anybody look bad in 10 seconds if it's out of context. I hate when I see this from the left and the right. And the right, I believe, do it better than the left. They both do this. I hate when they do this. 10-second clip, you can make anybody look bad. If they talk longer than an hour, you can find something to say they said something bad. And the left does it with Trump all the time with his speeches. And you try to tell somebody on the left that they do that, like, oh my gosh, did they see the whole speech? And that's how he won the first time. They chopped up his stuff so badly that if you watched it, you say, oh my gosh. And then you tell somebody what they did and they don't believe it because they didn't watch it. Okay, but then you heard people like Obama, when he was in college, say, if you tell a lie long enough, it becomes the truth. And that was, words they said that they used. Okay, here we go. He's not the only one. Obama's not the only one that said that, but other people have said it. But here we go. Check this out.
Dealing with somebody in customer service who's a moronic black woman. I wonder, is she there because of her excellence, or is she there because of affirmative dealing with somebody in customer service?
So if you're sensitive, you'll say, oh yeah, right away. I'm sorry, but deep down, we know what's going on, right? We know deep down. We just get mad when it's somebody of color says this. I mean, not of our color, right? But deep down, we know. We don't want to deal with any ignorant stuff. You buying a car, you buying a house, you want somebody to know what the hell they're saying, they numbers. And you're looking square eye to eye, and you don't want to blink, and she's saying, I don't know, I'm not sure. And you're going, what the hell? You better know, you need to know these numbers. Okay, here we go. It says Islam is the sword of the left and you use the slot. Oh my gosh, I'm not going to say that. Okay, here we go. Let me see here. Proper perspective. Oh, here's a good one. He said black women didn't have the same brain capacity as white men. He said when he sees a black pilot, yeah, I've heard him quote this one, he questioned their ability. I'm going to trust what Charlie said. That's proper perspective, a black man right there. Can't defend that. He definitely said that. Charlie definitely said that. And he was saying why we should get rid of DEI. On those bases alone, do you feel like you think he's a racist? Then, hey, I don't think he was. I think, Here we go. He was arguing and disputing the fact of why we shouldn't use DEI with somebody. And it says, here it goes right here. But if you, if you think it's wrong, hey, that's why we have opinions, right? That's why we have opinions. Okay, it says, I can't just rewrite history, Miss Annette. Is it Antoinette? Annette. That's it, Annette. The internet forever. Trump ally Charlie Kirk suggests children should watch public execution. Oh my gosh. Can't say that. Oh, I see another one. Oh, what's this right here? Someone put up a black Jesus. It said this offends people too, right? When it's a black Jesus there. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see what else going on here. This right here, they're saying black people with Charlie Kirk. We're going, oh my gosh. It could be all hell breaking out, but we still got to make sure our master is okay. That's what they're doing. That's what they're saying we do. Okay, I reached 5. That was the peak at 1.5. Still didn't get high enough. I didn't get it high enough. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Okay, let's see, can we find some more? We're going down the line. Charlie Kirk wasn't K because he told kids the truth. He was K because kids were listening. Wow, changed my mind. He said, change my mind. He's keeping it going. He said Charlie Kirk wasn't K because he told kids the truth. He was K because the kids were listening. Very, very interesting there, isn't it? Very interesting there. Let's see right here. If this isn't proof Trump is not a racist, what is the proof? Oh my guys, they're being sarcastic. Of course, he got medals this year. This is when he got medals. He got medals with Rosa Parks, Muhammad Ali. I can't think of the other person. Yep, he got medals then. Yep, that's the medals, right? Here we go. Okay, let's get back to the script here. Back to the script. That's the picture that we were talking about. Get back to it now. This is right here is what we do not need, black people. All right, this is not what we need here. This is Nick Sorter here. What the F? Protesters in New York City are blocking roads and screaming F Charlie Kirk in Times Square. He was a racist. One of the degenerates, screamed a straight up lie being pushed by Democrats. And then you'll see that a lot of people around here got their mask on. Oh yeah, this is paid. They got a couple brothers to do this. They're getting paid. Check this out though. I want you to see this because this is Freedom News TV. Okay.
Fuck Charlie Kirk! 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 Fuck Charlie Kirk!
This is what we dealing with.
Fuck Charlie Kirk! Fuck Charlie Kirk!
This is what we.
Fuck Charlie Kirk! 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 No, you guys gotta get fuck Charlie Kirk!
Can you believe that? I can't even take it. And this nut here, this guy here. Oh my gosh. See, look, this is the problem we have. Palm Beach, Florida school board member. He's a school board. Palm Beach County school board member Erwin Ferguson called Charlie a racist bigot and compares him to Hitler. We got to be careful with the words we use. Now, this man hired people of color. Black. Hitler will burn people of color. This is just the things that we need. We're just throwing out crazy words. And he looks like he got sense, but as parents, are parents okay with this person being in charge of our kids' education? You got to be careful with the words you use. And he's a lawyer, of course, right? You got to, here we go. Check this out.
But I also want to speak to our African-American brothers and sisters as well. And the reason I want to do that is because in these last couple of days, I've received a number of contacts in regard to concern about teachers who are fearful of losing their teaching certificates because of this comments that they made in regard to a gentleman by the name of Charlie Kirk, who until the last week I knew nothing of. But in researching him, let me say this.
He said he didn't know nothing about Charlie Kirk, nothing about him, but now he did a little research. I mean, I've been watching him for years. And you're right, you've been watching him for. He has evolved, he has changed, he has helped so many African Americans. But let's just say he just researched this and he talked to a few people, and now he has a suggestion that he wants to tell people how someone should feel or think. Well, let's just let him continue to talk. Sometimes you just don't speak on things you don't know, right? But we all have opinions. So he holds a board.
So there's a letter that came from the DOE to the superintendents cautioning all superintendents to caution their staff to be careful about what they say because they could ultimately lose their teaching certificates. Because if students or parents feel that the comment of the teacher somehow makes them feel bad, then there could be some consequences and repercussions on that. And so my thought was I looked at the statutes and the administrative rules that were referenced in this September 11th letter from DOE.
He gonna get some people fired. He gonna get some people talking out of his place, and they're gonna lose their job. They already losing their jobs all over. But now he's gonna say, you know what? You can go ahead and do what you do. Do what you do and see what happened. Okay, check this out, guys.
And I'm thinking, unless
Here he goes.
You as a parent or you as a teacher feel bad because I as a teacher don't miss a racist bigot at that, I don't see how you're going to be at risk of losing your teaching certificate.
His eyes were switching on the screen. He said racist bigot. He was like, racist bigot. Let me take a look at his eyes one more time. Okay, here we go. Yeah, he's tippy-toeing around this. He said racist bigot, like he's ready for the energy.
Letter from DOE, and I'm thinking, unless you as a parent or you as a teacher feel bad because I as a teacher don't miss a racist bigot at that, I don't see how you're going to be at risk of losing your teaching certificate. So, when we talk about the Holocaust, I've yet to hear a person of the Jewish faith say that I miss Adolf Hitler. He said a lot of toxic things that were very undermining to society at large, and we want to never forget that, and we want to be better than that. The things that I've heard from this gentleman, Mr. Kirk, as it relates to the black experience here in the country are definitely things that would make me say, hey, I'm sorry that he's died, that he passed away, but he did not use his voice effectively. So that's my 2 cents on that. So teachers, say what you need to say, but just be respectful and don't say it in a discriminatory way against him or anyone else who might be offended. Thank you.
Thank you. Damn, don't say what you want to say. Then if that's what they want to say, man, I guess he had to say something to he had to say something to the school board about it. Oh my gosh. So he can keep, I got your backs back, people. I got your backs. I know your kids are acting a fool and below grade level. Over 75 or 85% below grade level. Oh my gosh. And math and English. Oh my gosh. But that's what we get to this world, right? Okay, let's see what else we have here. Oh, somebody else did some comments on here about this. So let's see what the comments they say about this right here. I just spoke with the governor's office and they recommended having people call and file a complaint with both Ron's office as well as the Department of Education. Got a number right there for you, right there. Look at these people, boy. They putting stuff out there, boy. Putting stuff out there. This is Charlie Kirk right there. It says right here, Charlie Kirk, the American way of life is very simple. I want to be able to get married. Oh, yep. I've heard this say this before. Check this out. I think I have.
The spiritual battle is coming to the West. And the enemies are wokeism or Marxism combining with Islamism to go after what we call the American way of life. And the American way of life is very simple. I want to be able to get married, buy a home, have kids, allow them to ride their bike till the sun goes down, send them to a good school, have a low crime neighborhood, not to have my kid be taught the lesbian, gay, transgender garbage in their school, while also not having them have to hear the Muslim call to prayer 5 times a day. That's important. We want the American way of life, which is, by the way, Christendom. Christians, our sacrifice, our toil, our vision, the outgrowth of the scriptures gave us Western civilization. And this is where I think is a great rallying cry. Doesn't matter if you're Hispanic, doesn't matter if you're Asian, doesn't matter if you're black or white. Everybody, if you are Christian and Jesus Christ is your Lord and Savior, these 2 threats are combining forces to come after us. And it's time that the church stands and rises up against it.
Does that sound like somebody that's racist or someone who's living a Christian life and has a journey? He's going through a journey. He transformed from when he was 18, 19 to 31. You can see the transformation. You saw that, oh yeah, I need to have more people of color around me. You saw that, yeah, I'm still going to be me. You saw that in him. Okay, let's keep it going. Who's this guy? This is the guy, Erwin Ferguson. That was the guy that was talking from District 9, District 7. Yep, they saying his term expires in November of 2026. Yep. They want to make sure he gets going. This is Charlie Kirk right there. Yeah, he needs education or removing from insanity. This is being racist, right? I think we need to be careful what we call racist. It's a slippery slope.
It's terrible what's happened there. Objectively awful.
No, it's music. I gotta be careful with music. Any music of certain like this. If fascists ever come to America, it will come in the name of liberalism. Ronald Reagan. Endeavor! The wife of Charlie Kirk is going to raise an army of Republicans. Woo! What's up, Endeavor? Oh my God, it's gonna raise an army. Yes. Gonna raise an army of them. That's right. Let's go more here. This is the guy, Jimmy Kimmel here, complains with was canceled because he was in blackface. No, because he did so many other things, guys. He did so many other things. Look at this. Look, here we go. Convicted felon. Is it convicted felon drug addict? Media treats him as a saint. Got statues and stuff around him. Got a list. Oh my gosh. Talks to college kids. His death is mocked by media outlets. Gotta be careful, people, what we pick as our martyr. We got George Floyd at the top here, and we don't understand anything with how that happened. Listen, I know it was wrong, but damn, it was a lot of wrong on that other side too. It was wrong. It was definitely wrong, but it was wrong on the other side too. I just think that wasn't the one we put our heads on when we do like this, Okay, here we go. Some more. What's this way? Say college. Yep, they come out as nice innocent kids, and they come back out. Yep, they've been fed by liberals right there, spitting out, boosh, and they spit out to little demons right there. They think they know everything. They come out little wholesome kids. Okay, here we go. Who's this right here? This is King, Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King's niece. This is Dr. Martin Luther King's niece. What she said? Yeah, you know it. She's a Republican. I already know she is. Here we go. Let's check out what she says.
As a woman who survived the assassinations of my uncle, Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., my father, Reverend A.D. King, and my grandmother, Mrs. Alberta Williams King, I know all too well the impact of this kind of cowardly act. Charlie Kirk was assassinated. And now, while his family and this nation grieve, some are calling him a racist, a white supremacist, even a fake Christian. Such accusations are conversations unbecoming to a Christian. In the final analysis, Charlie stood for life, for faith, and for biblical truth. He wasn't afraid to say the name of Jesus in the public square, and he paid a price for it. Now is not the time to attack Charlie.
No.
It's the time to lift up the banner of Christ.
Lift it up.
As a member of the one blood human race, Charlie Kirk did.
Yes.
His legacy of public discourse, of bringing difficult conversations to the table mattered.
Yes.
He caused us to think and to pray. Charlie has gone to meet his maker. May he rest in peace. May we honor him today by praying for his family and by answering this question: where will you spend eternity?
Damn. Woo, that was good. That was actually Martin Luther King's niece. Alveda King. Wow. Very strong there. Very strong. Here goes Charlie Kirk shuts down. Here we go. I want to go check this out.
I want to ask a question of you. What does it mean to be an American? Is it an idea or a history, a shared history, or is it a skin color?
Well, I mean, you could go back to the original founding fathers, the Immigration Act.
Charlie was a racist, bigot, sexual scumbag. Oh, I got somebody. Got a fish on the line. Oh my gosh. Got a fish on the line. How you doing, Wildflower 0424? 2420. Oh my gosh, preach about the great replacement theory. Oh my gosh. Please give me a call. Oh, you can't say that isn't racist. Oh, I need somebody to talk to. Let me put the phone on. I gotta turn the phone on. I hope you're still there. It's not on yet. I'll let you talk. I really do. I'll let you talk. I really want to hear the other side anyway. I want to hear your thoughts. Just let it breathe. Just let it come on out. Just take your time. Take your time, Wildflower. Come on, give me a call. 213-437-3959. I will listen to you more than anyone else you ever thought would listen to you. I will truly listen to you, Wildflower. It says Charlie thought that you less than human. Oh my gosh. And you can't say that he isn't racist. Oh my gosh. Preach about the great replacement theory. Give me a call, Wildflower. Please give me a call. And then I'll let you talk. I will not argue. I will not talk over you. Just tell me where you're from, your name, where you're from. And I think you're a Republican. I mean, no, I think you're a Democrat. But it doesn't matter. You might be a liberal. I just want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear your thoughts and we can talk about it. Give me a call. I won't, number be private and everything. Just give me a call. The number is 213-437-3959. And you're talking to me. I am live right now. I am live no around. No one else will see the number but me. Nobody. And I won't even be able to see it, right? So here we go right there. Here we go. Right there. Live. I'm live right now, Wildflower. You can give me a call. Or you can stay in the chat. It's cool too. Either way, Wildflower. If you dipped out, it's fine. I saw the numbers drop. So you might have just dipped out. Okay, here we go. Gosh. I just messed up my thing here. I'm trying to get it back. Okay, now I got it back. Let me see my live. Now I'm live. Okay, Wildflower. Thank you for giving me comments there. I don't think she done. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going right now. Let's see here. Got some comments. That's good. Wildflower. Okay, good. It said all these people claiming Charlie was a racist don't have any proof, so stop asking for receipts. Oh, it's a white guy using the word receipts. Stop asking for receipts. They're only doing it because they think they can now become his pass away. They think they can now because he passed away. Okay, I see here. Yeah, which is an awful thing in itself. Wow. Okay. Oh, everything's stuck. Okay, let's get it going now. Okay, only people with mental illness are celebrating Charlie Kirk's death. There. Okay. Oh my gosh, right there. Endeavor. Oh my gosh. What is the great replacement theory? I have no idea. I would love for her to call and tell me. I would love the great replacement theory. I don't know, but it sounds like something from the left. They you can't deny they have some creative minds. I mean, they have made up 72 different types of genders going on. They have some. So the great replacement theory. You know what? Let me just maybe it might be some information on it on X here. I mean, I can take a look at it. That's a good question. What is the great replacement theory, Wildflower? I put the number up just for you, too. I just let it go. Just let it go. Where the song go? Just let it go. I can't remember how it go. You just gotta let it go. Well, I can't remember. The great replacement theory was August 31st. It was never a theory. It was a careful plan crafted by 100 years ago. Oh, why is it so small? It's a gray, so small. Economic replace. I mean, it was culture expose white culture and replace it with multiculturalism. No, what's this? The great replacement is real. Someone says real. What's this right here? They're saying here. foreign-born population in the United States. I don't know what the great replacement theory is. Maybe it's replacing black people with foreign people. I have no idea. And I'm seeing this way, but it's not going by race. It's going by countries. I have no idea on that one. It's called the Kegel Plan, also known as the Great Replacement. They will call it debunk the anti-Semitic conspiracy theory, even as you watch it unfold before your very eyes. This is reality. You are being replaced. Wake up. Who's being replaced?
Because whites are being ground under the heel of a Jewish world order, and these non-white people are the tool that they're using to do it. You must recognize that. You must recognize that the mantra of never again for the Holocaust, it's a plan. It's not rhetoric. Never again is a plan. They said never again, and what they mean is we, the Jews, will not allow whites to raise a challenge against us. And how we're going to do that is to eradicate their societies. And the bludgeon, one of the tools, because there's two instruments to do it, are the foreigners. Because if we were undergoing a fertility crisis, there'd be a chance that we could rebound. If it was just the feminism and just the chemicals in the water and the plastics, if it was just all of the trappings of modernity, we could recover. We could rediscover who we were. And then
so they're trying to replace white people. The great replacement is white people with foreigners. The great replacement. Soros is Jewish, but then Biden is white. Why would he? Biden doesn't know what's going on anyway. So it says the great replacement is not a theory. It means something specific. White genocide. Wow, white genocide. This is about unskilled, low IQ, non-whites from the global south invading our countries to dilute our population and destroy our civilization. It's a racial issue and a very real one. Wow. That's the great. No, don't tell me this guy's going to mention it. This is in 2021. These are clips in 2021. Let's see. I haven't seen Jesse in a long time. You sure this is 21?
Whites will not be the majority.
Whiteness is a form of racial oppression.
New Sweden emerging. The immigration process coming toward Europe is irreversible.
It's an exciting transformation of the country.
An unrelenting stream of immigration. Non-stop.
There can be no white race.
Oh my gosh, he had common sense then. He said a constant stream of immigration. What's wrong with this nut?
Transformation of the country.
An unrelenting stream of immigration.
That's what they did.
Non-stop.
Damn, I didn't think it was him. I thought it was that he didn't know what was going on. He actually said that when he had some sense. He wanted a constant stream of immigration. He damn sure did that in 4 years, didn't he? They knocked down the walls and had a constant stream of immigration. If I didn't hear this from his own mouth.
Country.
An unrelenting stream of immigration. Non-stop.
There can be no white race without the phenomenon of white supremacy.
Sweden is destined to become a multiracial, multicultural society.
And the wave still continues. It's not going to stop. Nor should we want it to stop.
Treason to whiteness is loyalty to humanity.
At this point in time, Europe has not yet learned how to be multicultural.
Folks like me who were Caucasian of European descent, for the first time in 2017, will be in an absolute minority.
The task is to bring this minority together in such a way that it makes it impossible for the legacy of whiteness to continue to reproduce itself.
Absolute minority. Fewer than 50% of the people in America, from then and on, will be white European stock.
My concern is...
Wow, they're saying there's a race thing going on. There we go. I think we got it there, Endeavor. Oh, you got something else in? It says, I know about how the Catholic Church organized illegal immigrations caravans to cross the southern border. Yeah. They harboring them there now too. Oh my gosh! Speaking about caravans, woo-wee, that's deep. You know that's real. That might be AI generated. I see a couple images. It could be AI. It could be AI generated. That right there could be AI generated. Yes. I just learned something about the great replacement theory. Wildflower dipped in and dipped right back out. She dipped in and dipped back out. She said Charlie Kirk was a scumbag, and I'm supporting the great replacement theory. Oh, I was like, damn. And then Deborah said, whoa. Don't just stumble over that, Michael. Don't stumble over those words. Let's find out what that is, my brothers. Let's take it easy and stumble and go back and see what that is. And I say, oh, I saw that. Okay, here we go. Friday night, this guy here just dropped this. This is a while back. This I've watched him, and this right here, I think it's Gene Robinson right here. This is Gene Robinson. Is actually him. He's right here. He was prompted to say this. He did this in June. I don't know if you can see the date. He did this in June. I'm gonna go down some more so you can see it. Yeah, he did this in June 26th. But you know what? It's the heart of my thought process of what's going on here with Charlie Kirk and how black people are doing and stuff. I was like, oh my gosh, this guy's got the words that I want to say, and I can't put it all together unless I put it on pencil and paper. This guy's freestyling it. Check it out. Not everything you say. I say 90%. 90%. Some of the things you go, well, not sure on that. Okay, but 95%. Check this out. But you can't agree with everything somebody says. Check out these words.
You know, I don't like appearing angry all the time. I'm really not an angry person at all. I am really quite jovial and convivial. But Black America has become the most embarrassing contradiction on earth. We say God is good on Sunday, but Monday we're back to quoting trap lyrics, rolling a blunt, voting for politicians who fund abortion mills, and mutilating children in public schools. We shout Black Lives Matter while rapping about murder, killing our own children in the womb. And this is the worst. Calling each other the N-word with more affection than we show our actual families. We demand justice but glorify crime. We scream, respect me, but don't respect our own daughters enough to marry them. We vote for everything God says not to. We blame the white supremacy when the harvest comes for our own rebellion. And it shows right up at our doorstep. And when it all collapses, instead of repentance, we demand free stuff. Instead of fathers, we want funding. Instead of jobs, we want Juneteenth ice cream and rainbow flags. And standing right in front of the chaos are these rotten false prophets with microphones, the Al Sharptons, the Pastor Jamal Bryants, the Democrat black man or black woman like LaMonica.
I ain't ever scared. In case you forgot, I'm from the west side of Baltimore. If you got a problem, pull up on me. Go backwards and try to risk our freedom. I feel bad for them coons in the White House who are in there tap dancing for massa, wearing bow ties, shinning and grinding, laughing like nothing is funny. Get out of there, Negro!
Pastor Jamal Bryant is the same black man who told Kamala Harris, the abortion queen, gender-bending advocate, God-defying liberal, you are the most powerful woman walking on God's green earth. And then double down with, we got your back like a chiropractor. Mr. Bryant, maybe that's why the black community's spine is broken. Maybe that's why black women are the most obese, least married, most aborted demographic in the entire country. Maybe that's why black boys are being raised by TikTok, weed, and witchcraft. Maybe why it's those same black boys that are only 5.8% of the population, but are responsible for 55 to 60% of all homicides in the U.S. But Brian didn't stop with Kamala praise. He went on stage, actually, and called black conservatives dumb Negroes, coons, and runaway slaves, while cozying up to the very party that handed us back over to Egypt. You want to talk about a coon? Let's talk about who's really on the plantation. Men like Bryant or black Democrats. You know the ones that you voted into office. Who will tell you exactly what you want to hear as long as you stay broke, ignorant, dumb, bitter, and bound. The same crowd that cheers when a man like Zorhan Mamdani promises free rent, free buses, and free everything.
That's right, free everything. Who's going to pay for it? Everything's free. Fuck that. F that. Everything's going to be free. Free rent, free this, free that, free that. Yeah. Free. Everything's free. Yeah. These people come from these different countries, come with these weird ideas that is not going to work. Like they haven't tried that since the 60s, putting them in these big buildings and stacking them up on top of each other, taking the fathers out the home, calling them the projects, the ghetto. How did that work out for us? Just the nonsense that we sit back and hear the word free and we go jumping on it.
Because
it comes with a cost.
Now in Black America, laziness is a civil right. We don't want to work. We want the...
We got Endeavor says, that's extreme. I think it's not only the black race. Oh, yes. True. But we're the leaders of the negativity things on that. We're the leading things. The black culture, the bling bing. We're telling you right there, the ghetto raps, the crimes, You're right. We're not the only ones, but we're leading category there. That's what baffles me about why we not taking this fight to the streets. Taking the black churches, taking it to the streets. Why are we not doing this? Why are we not? Why are we doing it? Why? Why are we not? It's a reason, but it's a reason. Yeah, I think if it's a reason because these politicians are getting filthy rich. Here we go. I think it's a reason. I think they don't, I think this sister right here, she's going to preach a little bit. It's only 30 seconds long.
Today I am wearing my truth really up.
She says Trump really, the most people, he really upsets the most people. He really upsets most people. That's what she has. The shirt says Trump really upsets most people. Oh my, and wearing a hat. Girl, you better put a jacket on. I want you to stay safe out there in Texas. Well, I don't know where she is. I thought I said that. No, I don't know where she is. Girl, you better put a jacket on. I just want you to stay safe.
Today I am wearing...
These young YNs are bananas.
Today I am wearing my truth really upsets most people.
I'm worried about her well-being. It says, all things work together for the good for those who love the Lord and are called. Yes, Endeavor. Oh, man, yes. Totally right. Well said.
Because this is why they assassinated Charlie Kirk. Because he was speaking truth. Everything he said was true. And they couldn't handle it. They could not handle the truth.
Yes, next time let's do it without the yard gardener doing it, lady. Okay, here we go. This is a brother here. Charlie Kirk shot in Utah. Oh, please say something. Okay, come on, here we go. He's older, man. You can tell that, he's in a nice car, all white. He got the inside all white. This guy here, he ain't want no nonsense. I can just tell you, white shirt, all white. Here we go.
Breaking news. Charlie Kirk at a Utah event at one of the universities. Somebody done shot that clown.
Oh, he done called him a clown. I was giving him credit, and then all of a sudden he done said he done shot the cow. I see some dirt underneath his hat, though, but it's no big deal.
So I said that to say this. For all of you racist-ass people, you better be more mindful of some people that's in your camp ain't with that bullshit. And they'll take you out if they get the opportunity. Because racism is hate. Breaking.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, let's keep this going. Okay, let's see. All right, let's go back here. Okay, she's in tears here. Okay, calm down, calm down, calm down. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Her nose all red. Her nose can't be that red. They're gonna put some makeup on her nose. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Okay, here we go.
It's been an absolutely horrible.
Yep, she done put makeup on. She got contacts in her eyes and makeup on her nose. And she's crying on camera. When I see people crying on camera, it bothers me in a sense because now they're acting. You couldn't wait till you stop crying. This is all stage. Okay, here we go.
It's been an absolutely horrible week. And I feel bad. I feel bad for that man's wife and the children. I do. I do. But I don't think people understand how seeing so many people venerate a person who would say the things that this man said about Black people, seeing them put him on a pedestal and seeing people get fired because they simply said, I'm not.
Oh, this lady here. All things work together for the good. Oh, I already read that one. I already read that one. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's see here. Let's listen to this lady here with the blue contacts, powdered red nose, and crying on camera where she done hit the play button. Yeah, she has to hit a record. She has to hit a record button. So, you put all these elements together, location, lighting, and how you are. She didn't start out with playing with her hair. Can we say it's her hair? Yeah, it's her hair. Yeah, we know that something's up. Okay, let's continue this on. Let's continue this. Here we go.
Celebrating it, but I'm not going to give it my focus because they felt like he offended them. They don't understand.
These women right here, these are the ones that scare you by true crimes. You ever listen to true crimes? Yep, buddy, this is you get something like this with true crimes. I get true crimes vibe with this. Okay.
And that makes people that look like me feel.
She can do this on camera, boy.
We did not grow up during a time when people could be so open about their hate towards us. So seeing this now is just...
Wait. You didn't know before then? You didn't know all this time? I watched him for years. I wasn't offended at all. I watched him for years. I watched him in the first Trump campaign. I watched him the second one and the third one. And now you've offended by what the words he has said because someone has pointed out to you after he has passed? Oh, no. Shame on us for not letting you know earlier. Please, this lady here clicks with this $3 million. This is me, 3 million views on just this alone. 3 million views on this right here. She had to dollar herself up to get 3 million views for this right here. Yep, buddy, she got it on X. Yep, 3 million views. I see a 3M. Let me see. Can I move it down so you can see it? There you go, right there. 3 million right there. 3 million. And this is on this one. It's probably other places too. On TikTok, this is on X. Multiple places. This is just only on this one with 10,000 comments. Okay, here we go. This is what bothers me. What bothers me is this nonsense. The blue contacts, the hair, or whatever. And then her saying that she never knew what the words that's going on there. And I'm scared. We are scared. We are scared.
Unsettling. And then you have NFL teams that are holding moments of silence for this person. But what about other people who have died in this country?
What is going on? That had to stop it right there for you. She got to flaunt this hair of hers with the blue contacts. And she didn't know nothing about Charlie until after he passed. And now I found out that I'm going to go viral with this red makeup on my face, on my nose, like Rudolph. Here we go, back to this acting. This is the ones, guys, you got to worry about. This right here, when true crimes, and when she calls 911, she's going to be all with, okay, here she goes. Here we go. This is new generation, guys.
That that didn't make their name off of disguising hatred as the word of God. It's scary. It is.
You scare me. This was scary. You are scaring me. Okay.
I'm more scared to be a Black woman or the mother to a Black son in my life.
Oh, I can see her in class. I can see what type of student she was. Oh my gosh, it'd be scary. Be like, oh, you here by yourself? You gotta bring another student. You're not saying, no, you're not crossing that door. No, what you doing here? No, this is not the hours. These are not the hours. These are not the hours. You need to go back. Take the steps back. Okay, here we go. All right, so let's see another one. This is Bryant here. Pastor Jamal Bryant is outraged that Negro preachers are honoring Charlie Kirk and having moments of silence in Black churches all over the country over a man who was a racist and white supremacist. I can't get it out right. And look at this, one of his designer blouses that he has. And he's just going at it. Oh, he done shaved it all off. He done let it go. It's on, I gotta let it go. Oh, I gotta let it go. Let's see what he got on. All that jewelry on his wrist. Damn, what has he got going on? All these big things. All this wrist got to show. Oh my gosh, that the congregation got him looking good. Oh my gosh, look at this nut. Okay, here we go. Let's take a look. And he has to spew hate so he can generate all this and do a little show. This is nothing but a show. I got him today, didn't I? Got a dollar bill all over there. Oh my gosh. And the Bible said you can't honor money in God. And he got money all over the place. Look at that. Yeah, he doesn't care. This man does not care. Ain't nothing. I don't see anything. We got a cross with a fist right there in the front. Oh my gosh. Let's listen to this.
But even in a tragic death, you cannot rewrite somebody's life.
Okay, we got Endeavor back in there. And the winner for the best actor goes to not her. Not her. Oh my gosh, those are the ones you gotta worry about. That lady there. Oh my gosh, those are the ones you gotta worry about. I can see her as a student. I can see her there. What? No, you can just turn back around. Now, this is not the hours. These are not the hours. Nope. You don't come by yourself. No. Let's listen to Bryant here. They got them all holding hands. This is a holy place and he's preaching hate. Here we go.
And I am all the more concerned about how America and the media is trying to remix a life of racism and white supremacy that went forth unchecked. We cannot say somebody who called Ketanji Brown a DEI hire as somebody who is the face of Christendom when the person who said it dropped out of community college. You cannot say that the Civil Rights Bill should not have been passed and Black people were in a better place in the 1940s when they had segregation and did not have freedom. You cannot say in no uncertain terms that George Floyd was a thug and Martin Luther King Jr. is not deserving of a holiday. My heart is mourning today from pastors and churches all over this country who are going to have moments of silence and celebrate somebody who is trying to take the nation backwards. But
God, help me in here. I'm concerned about all of these Negro preachers who've been, in fact, talking about that this man that was killed was the answer to Christ in the earth. Y'all ain't saying nothing. They having moments of silence in Black churches all over the country over a man that was racist and a white supremacist. How dare you compare him to Martin Luther King? The only thing that Charlie Crist and Martin Luther King got in common is both of them was killed by a white man.
I had a phone call, guys. I had a phone call moments ago. Whoever called back. I was playing around with it and I realized somebody just called me. Give me a call back. Oh my gosh, I just missed a phone call. I can't believe this. I was just looking around, making sure everything, like listening to this nut talk or whatever you want to say, if you agree with them, Someone called. Call me back. I really appreciate if you call me back. Yep, that's the number right there. 213-437-3959. I'm not going to even play the video. I want to just make sure you called. I may have a caller. Oh my gosh, just tell me your name, where you're from, and I'll let you talk. I'll at least let you talk for a couple minutes, and then you can ask me a question, or I can ask you a question and stuff, you know. But I'll let you speak. I'm easy. I'm easy like, is it Sunday Rain? Yeah. I mean, I gotta remember the song again. Yeah, but I'm easy. Hey, so give me a call back. I'm holding on right now. Hold on. I'm holding on. 213-437-3959. I'll let you talk. I've been on for 90 minutes. I need to listen to someone. Oh, we can converse back and forth. Okay, so I got a caller. Come on, call in. Call in one more time. Come on. Yeah, it was you. Go ahead and call in. It says today. I can't believe it. I'm so happy. I haven't had one in a few days. You know? Okay, caller. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm going to give you another minute. I know you just I think you got to press 1 and all this other stuff. Say your name. Was that song Say Your Names? Whatever. And then I'll connect. You'll know when it start ringing in my ear. Okay, I'm just going to see. Let me know when you're calling in, guys, so I can make sure that, that it's cleared up. Because I haven't heard it ring in a minute. I want to know if it's connected. I want to know if it's connected in a minute myself. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Hey, if you're against me, fine. If you're against what I'm saying, fine. If you're for, fine. I just want to hear somebody now at this point, too. I want to hear and see what's going on. But we all have our voices. Okay, so I cleared it. I'm about to hit the refresh button one more time then. And then I'm going to start back with the video. Okay, I'm going to hit the refresh button. That's how I found out that I missed it when I hit I said, oh, I see a 1 right there for a call. And then I clicked on it and I go, oh, wait a minute. Someone called. Yep, 4 minutes ago from now. Yeah, I said, oh, I missed it. Okay, I don't want to call it back. Okay, I've done that before and started talking to somebody and called it back. But, I was like, yeah, I don't want somebody, somebody was saying, oh, man, I'm in my bed now and all that stuff. So, okay, I understand. I just saw your number 2 minutes ago. But so I don't want to make sure. Okay, so, all right, so I'm going to refresh it one more time, and then I'm going to go ahead and start back with it. Okay, and then let's start back with it. I gave you a minute, so. All right, here we go. So, yep, this right here is Pastor Jamal Bryant in outrage that Negro preachers are honoring Charlie Kirk and having a moment of silence in black churches. Can you believe this? Yeah, that's enough of that. Here's something else. This is a highly offensive. This is nailing. Oh, I'm going to use his own words here. Check this brother out.
And as Tony mentioned, not everyone took to his words or his rhetoric. At times, they were offensive to specific communities. But with that said, this is not the time to focus on that. We are focused on this tragedy. Speaking of this tragedy, is this a moment for your party to reflect on political violence? Is it a moment for us to think about the responsibility of our political leaders and their voices and what it does to the masses as they get lost in misinformation or disinformation that turns in and spills into political violence?
I say both parties. I don't even say parties. I say a nation. Okay. And if there's a moment Even in time better. we want to look to, and I looked back and I watched this again when Robert F. Kennedy is running and he's in Indianapolis and he just got the news that Martin Luther King was killed. And he has to tell the crowd because we don't have social media at that time. And it was remarkable the words he said.
What did he say?
He said, we have to ask as a nation, who are we? And how do we want to move forward? We have watched this political attack on both sides. We watched what happened in Minnesota. We watched what happened to President Trump. We've watched this on both sides. This is not a question about parties. This is a question about nations. We cannot normalize this, but Charlie was not elected. Charlie was not doing something where you would sit there and one party say something wrong. He was honoring. He was doing it on a college where ideas. This is what happened in the 60s. This is a moment in time for this nation to take this time to actually make a question about all of us.
We don't want to go back to the 60s.
We don't.
That was a more violent period than people recall.
We
could talk about the 60s.
Wow, we don't go back to the 60s. Still not. Yep, I don't think that. Well, history does repeat itself. This is a college student right there. He was getting into it with Charlie. Oh, look at this right here. This is a very short clip. Rest in peace, Charlie. God bless you, Charlie Kirk. God bless you. These are foreigners all over the world. Oh my gosh, you've seen Koreans. Oh, they were preaching hard. They were like really into it.
God bless you. God bless you.
All over the world. All over the world. I guess they were watching the video. This is the problem I have with Bryant. This is right here. This is people that Charlie Kirk have flown in to the White House. Well, his Turning Point USA and other people. They have flown them in, have flown him in. And this is his first presidential race. I mean, this is when he was in office the first time. And I remember that. And this is what Pastor Bryant said. This is what were we talking about, like 8 years ago? You know, and this is what he's saying. Listen to this.
I feel bad for them coons in the White House who are in there tap dancing for massa, wearing bow ties, shinning and grinding, laughing like nothing is funny. I ain't afraid of the spooks that sat at the door. These runaway slaves hiding in the White House. I feel bad for them coons in the White House who are in there tap dancing for massa.
I feel bad that he's not helping our community. That's what I feel bad, truly feel bad. You got all that gold and glitter, all that nice stuff going on in the church. I feel bad that he's not helping his community. That's why I feel bad. But you know what? He can do what he want to do. He's raising his money. Charlie Kirk's racist rants. This is right here. Charlie Kirk's racist rants. Take a look at this.
If I see a black pilot, I'm going to be like, boy, I hope he's qualified. When blacks in America did not have the same rights they had today, they were less murderous, there was less break-ins. Why is that? And the data shows they were actually better in the 1940s. It was bad, it was evil, but what happened? A certain skin color now gets their own summertime celebration. Oh wow, look how far blacks have come. It has now become a racial complaining day. Remember what BLM stands for: burn, loot, and murder. Yeah, DEI stands for one of the biggest. Didn't earn it, just so we're clear.
Can we also acknowledge, due to the laws under Jim Crow, that black people were significantly hindered from economic advancement?
This is a really important question. The data shows not really. Black Americans are poorer today in 2024 than they were in the 1950s. The disappearance of the black father has been the #1 driver of black poverty in this country. At least agree that black dads not being around is a bad thing.
Anyone's father not being around is a bad thing. Starting in the 1980s and continuing onward, there's been a war on drugs.
Say anybody's dad is not a good thing. Okay. Here we go. Anyone want to call in on that? Are you going to hang your hat on that he's a racist because of all that? I don't know. I think he was just doing facts there. He was debating. Beware of those attending Jamal Bryant's church. He's not guiding you to salvation, but to the slaughter. Many pastors in black churches are now black activists preaching politics from the pulpit. Yes, Bryant got a taste of his own medicine when he enraged against black conservatives. I like her accent. Let me see what it is. I like how she sounds.
In Jamal Bryant's church, just know that he is leading the sheep to slaughter instead of salvation. See, a lot of these pastors in these black churches are now just black activists in the pulpit. So Jamal Bryant got a taste of his little own medicine because he was upset about these black, beautiful brothers and sisters at the White House celebrating black history with our President Trump. He got mad because someone had a poster of his face in the audience. Then he ran on some sort of a rant this past Sunday in his sermon, calling black conservatives and spooks that sat by the door, coons and runaway slaves.
Coons and runaway slaves.
The racial slave jargon back from the 1800s and 1900s. That's what they think of us. For any black conservative that does not think the same way politically as them, or we're independent.
Can you believe that? Just because you have different views. Charlie Kirk shut down the actual racists. He shuts down the actual racists. Let's check this out. He shuts it down. The actual racists. Let's take a look at this right here.
I want to ask a question of you. What does it mean to be an American? Is it an idea or a history, a shared history, or is it a skin color?
Well, I mean, you could go back to the original founding fathers, the Immigration Act of, I believe it was.
What does it mean to be an American? Is it a skin color or something else?
So there's the current idea of what it means according to, the Hart-Celler Immigration Act and, all this bullshit that you guys spew. But if you go back to the original founding fathers, they intended this to be a European nation for white men of good stock and character.
Can you show me? Let me answer the question. Can you show me where in the United?
Now the guy in the audience, he sounds like a racist. The guy that was in the crowd with the next with two people, he sounds like a racist. Now let's listen to what Charlie says. Now he could be going, yeah, you're right. Listen what Charlie says.
United States Constitution, it says that.
It wasn't in the Constitution.
It wasn't in the Constitution because they didn't believe it.
The founding...
You, sir, they did not put it in the United States Constitution. Let me answer another question. Let me ask you another question since you support. Allow him to have the mic. Let me ask you another question,
founding
sir.
fathers wrote many
what
other
does the
documents
phrase,
other than the United
sir,
States Constitution, and they made it explicitly clear that
what does the phrase e pluribus unum mean? What does the phrase e pluribus unum mean?
Why is that relevant?
Because it was on every founding document and presidential seal from our founding, which means out of many, one. You, sir, and your ideology is not conservative. It is right-wing, identitarian. It has no place in the conservative movement, my friend.
He said right-wing, and he knows that. Right-wing conservatism. It is a part of the Republican Party that's strong, and he's pointing that out in public like that. Yeah, it's some racist, right-wing, really right-wing conservatives that are happy that what's going on and Trump is on that. This guy was not one of them. He was not one of them. He would call them out every time in the crowd. He's letting you know what he is, and he called it out.
Document and presidential seal from our founding, which means out of many, one. You, sir, and your ideology is not conservative. It is right-wing, identitarian. It has no place in the conservative movement, my friend. Get out of line. Get out of line.
Wow, no place. That's what you do. And he called it out. Oh, no, you call the wrong ones, and you're going to mess up the good ones. That's what's going to happen. You're going to call all of them that. They're just going to stop saying stuff. And then we're going to be out of luck, right?
USA, 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 USA,
That's a young
USA.
Young Kirk. This is Bryant. This is the nut here. This is the nut. Jamal is a quintessential race hustler. Why respond to his smear campaign on Charlie Kirk is a click away. I say my response. That's what I say. My response. Okay, let me do it. Okay, we'll get it right here now.
Concerned.
I can't listen to him too long.
About all of these Negro preachers who've been, in fact, talking about that this man that was killed was the answer to Christ in the earth. Y'all ain't saying nothing. They having moments of silence in black churches all over the country over a man that was racist and a white supremacist. How dare you compare him to Martin Luther King? The only thing that Charlie, Chris, and Martin Luther King got in common is both of them was killed by a white man. After that, they got nothing else in common.
That's strange, Jamal Bryant. You believe that the only thing that Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and Charlie Kirk had in common is that they were both killed by white men? How about the most obvious fact that they were both Christians? How about that? They were both wrongfully killed. They both died for what they believed in. They were both husbands, and they were both fathers. They both fought for freedom and for liberty. They both believed in American exceptionalism. They both believed in biblical justice, emphasis on biblical. They both led nonviolent movements. They both believed in the Constitution.
Let's test your knowledge. Don't open it up. Right. What is the 10th Amendment?
They both despised victim mentality. They both saw the value of the nuclear family. They both believed in the betterment of the black community. And finally, they both left legacies that you, Jamal Bryant, will never be able to live up to and that you will never, ever have. Cute blouse at that, too. God bless you.
Oh my gosh, this is a good one too. She actually worked for Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk was my boss. Oh my gosh, she knows, right? Charlie Kirk was her boss.
Charlie Kirk was my boss. I was the first Black woman he ever hired for his organization, Turning Point USA. Years before I was Gabby Faye, the model, I used my government name, and I was Gabrielle Fakir.
Please don't tell somebody you model. Did she say she was a model? Did she say she was a model?
Turning Point USA. Years before I was Gabby Faye, the model,
oh, she did.
I used my government name, and I was Gabrielle Fakir, political right-wing activist, grassroots organizer, working for Charlie Kirk. I have since changed my political views and stances on a lot of things. But I do have a few stories from back in my political days that I can share with you. I remember coming off of a political campaign working for another organization when I found out about Turning Point USA. They actually reached out to me because I actually have actually double majored in political science and psychology. That was my pre-law. I was going to law school, but on my graduation day for my first degree, I realized I don't really like school. I'm more of an artist. I'd rather move to LA and be a starving artist and do music and acting and stuff. I digress. My Caribbean parents were not happy about that. They would have preferred me to be a lawyer, but hey, it worked out. Now I'm on Times Square billboards and I model for Nike and I have a successful career. I'm very blessed. Back when I worked for politics, like I said, Charlie Kirk and his organization found me. They interviewed me. They offered me the job. I remember the very first day I walked into that room dressed to the nines. I had my suit on. I had my pearls. I had heels on. It was giving Olivia Pope, okay? I had to be on top of things. When you are the only Black woman in the room, you gotta work twice as hard. You gotta step your game up. I had a lot to prove, of course. I remember that first day I was walking to my seat for training and Charlie gave me the gummiest, biggest smile. He was so happy that I was there, I was overly qualified for the job. And I remember Turning Point flying us out to Chicago, which is where Charlie's from. We were the outskirts, and they gave us hotel, a really nice hotel. And we had the weekend to kind of hang out and just have fun before the real work start. So it was 9 p.m. and we all got dressed in our bathing suits, ready to go to the hot tub. And I remember walking past Charlie and his group with me and my group. My group was the party group because we just wanted to have fun. So I remember inviting Charlie. I was like, Charlie, you're gonna go to the hot tub with us? And he was like, nope. And you just knew that this guy, he was keeping his nose clean. He was not trying to mess up or put himself in a position to be judged later on when he's running for president or running for office. So he just had this sense to know that I don't want to be in a compromising position where they could use this against me later in politics because that's how the game goes. I respect it, honey, okay? I was trying to have fun. We were having the time of our lives because the other coworkers
freeze. Oh my gosh, if I close my eyes really hard, I see somebody different in this. Oh, boy, nice person. Okay. Let's see here. Reaction to Black pastors on Charlie Kirk. Oh, I'd take a brain break on that one, boy. She was talking. I was like, should I get off or what?
So I just finished watching a couple of videos of a couple of pastors, Black pastors here in America, one by the name of Pastor Wesley, another by the name of Pastor Jamal Bryant, who both spake regarding the Charlie Kirk assassination, stating that he did not deserve to be assassinated, but he also did not deserve to be honored because according to them, he was a racist and he lived his life sowing seeds of division, etc., etc. Let me just say this, because when it comes down to the church, in my opinion, the reason why the world is in the state that it is in right now, where you have all of these lies, all of these murders, all of this destruction going on is because the church is out of order.
What?
You have ministers that won't even preach the word of God.
Wow.
Straight up, no chaser. Okay,
Wow.
we don't need no mixture in this. We need it straight like God said. He said, don't add to it, don't take from it.
Don't
When
add,
he
don't
said that
take.
a man is a man, he created he, him. That's what he meant.
Oh.
Okay, when you have pastors that won't address how the rainbow is being misrepresented,
What?
when it was a covenant that God used for his people,
what?
They want to keep up this racial rhetoric, this racial division, keep this going on.
Yes.
And you know that when we get to that end mark, it ain't gonna be no one particular race in both places. It's gonna be a mixture of all of us.
Preach, girl, preach.
So we have to deal with the reality of what's going on. And it's not about race, it's spiritual.
There,
You can
one
say
more
this
time.
man is a racist, but you can't even name what he said. This man went around on college campuses speaking to the youth who the enemy is after. The enemy is after the seed. Okay, he don't want
wait a minute,
anything
she had another
that
one.
looks like God. He don't want anything that reproduces to reproduce that looks like God. Meaning that God said man and woman
What?
together. Okay, that's how he keeps his creation going on. But the world says no. We want men with men. We want women with women. God said, okay, that truth is truth, right is right, wrong is wrong. But the world says, no, it's okay to have a little white lie. It's a little, just a
In the
little,
church.
no.
In the church.
Tell it like it is. Straight up, no chaser.
Straight up, no
And
chaser.
if a man can draw people to Christ, and a man is talking about Christ, okay, from what I heard this past Sunday, more people went to church than they did on Easter
Church.
Sunday.
They went to
reportedly,
church.
across the world, the globe.
They went to church.
Okay, so if he's representing like that, and you all you can do is say somebody is a racist and say something and keep this stuff up because you really can't teach the true word of God because a lot of y'all are getting government assistance.
What?
And the government tell you what you can and cannot preach about.
Wow.
And that's the reason why the church is in the state that it's in, because you have a lot of ignorant, black people, I have to say, that don't do research. All they have to hear is the word racist, and they're willing to go along with it.
That's all they got to hear.
And then you wonder why you're still in the same state that you're in.
Same
because
state.
You're promoting a party.
He's saying racist. They saying racist, and he's trying to help black people.
Policy.
Wait a minute. Someone's trying to help black people. How you gonna call him racist? He helped a lot of black people. And you call him, be careful. A racist won't want to help us. They don't want to help us. You saw the guy he was trying to do was going off on him, going off on Kirk. Kirk was saying, whoa, hold up, you far right-wing, conservative, because he knows it isn't a conservative party. That's my problem with the Republican Party, that they don't call them out. But Kirk called them out, and you saw a video of him calling them out. Be careful who you call a racist. And she knows this too. If you watch enough videos, you see, if you watch enough a lot of Republican people, you got conservatives over there, and you got some far right ones. I mean, they go out of loony. You got some far left they're loony as well. Okay. Let me let her finish up her sermon. Wow.
Now look up the word of God and see what he has to say about marriage.
Marriage.
Okay? Look up the word of God and see what he has to say about truth. When you have
Truth.
all these lies being spread.
Lies.
Mainstream media.
Mainstream media.
You will see who's representing God and who's not. None of us are perfect.
None.
But at the same time,
hey,
you can't call yourself a Christian and don't see that the same party that you are speaking for has been behind anti-Christ policies, while the one that you're speaking against is the one that's actually promoting Christ-like policies.
What? Go ahead. They're making fun of Trump going to church. Don't do that. I used to hate when they used to make fun of Obama walking his dog. Come on. Going to church? Come on. It's some things you just don't do. Some things you don't do. And of course, when he gets in there and you give him a lesbian preacher who hates him and calls him out. Left, why did you do that? They don't understand Trump is eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, and I'm coming at you twice as hard. And he's like, okay, we get rid of all this stuff going on in this thing. We want to go. They don't see the process at him. He hits back. It's like when black parents would tell you, when you go to school, listen, don't let me hear somebody that's gonna mess you over. And listen, don't let me hear you Do not let me hear you do that. I do not want to hear that. I do not want to hear someone has taken advantage of you and you didn't do nothing about it. Come on. I have videos and videos of showing him how Jesse Jackson and all these other politicians, even Al Sharpton was in the room, praising him for giving them money for their campaigns. Oh, yeah, remember they were running for president and stuff, giving them the business money. Oh, yeah, they were happy with Trump then. They was getting all that money and stuff. Oh, my gosh, it's videos and videos of that. And they're hugging them and smiling and tap dancing around them. Oh, but he wasn't racist then, huh? His foundation, his money was helping him then. Oh, my gosh. I can say it over and over again how they did. I'm almost about to pull it up right now. And them dancing around Trump. I was like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Al Sharpton. Let me see, can I find Jesse Jackson. Yeah, I think Trump, yeah. They were smiling cheek to cheek. Oh, they were happy, boy. Ooh, they were so happy. They were so happy, boy. They was happy that Trump was dropping that money on them. Let me see, can I find it real fast? Is this it? This is one of them. I haven't seen, this is on C-SPAN here. Oh, it's so long ago, though. It says 24, but it wasn't 24. Amazing how this footage just never appears now in the media. It says right here, video resurfaced of Jesse Jackson praising Donald Trump for helping Black and minority communities. Oh, he gonna be praising him. Oh. That's a song that goes like that. I don't know where it goes to. But yeah, he gonna be praising him. Watch this. This is before he knew he was gonna be running for president. Jesse, I think he already ran for president or he's getting running. Oh yes. Remember now, Jesse Jackson's son and his daughter-in-law had to go to prison. They had to take turns going to prison and stuff. Oh yeah. Here we go. But he still want to, not say anything. Here we go.
You know that, right? He's a terrific guy.
Here we go. Look at Jesse.
You know that, right? He's a terrific guy. We love him, and I'm here for him. And the snow came, and I said, gee, nobody's going to show up. And look at this place. It's packed. Well, I just say a few words. I mean, Wall Street and New York City and this whole region is doing unbelievably well. I'm building a job on the West Side, which is the largest job ever approved by the New York City Planning Commission. You see it going up along the West Side Highway. It's almost 10 million square feet. It's 18 buildings, and it's really going to be something. I will tell you, a large percentage of the people, and especially in construction, that are building these great jobs are Black and minorities, and I'm very proud of it. We have close to 25%, and I think the number's going up, and they do a great job. There are no better builders than we have in New York, and a big percentage of that is Black and minority folks. So I just want to thank everybody in the room for being here.
Oh my gosh, this is when everybody was loving Trump. Oh my gosh, Black people, Trump dollars, Charles. Oh, I think Jesse, this might be the clip, but it's another clip too of them all hugging him and loving him. Here we go.
Here, I look forward to some questions. And then I don't know how we're ever going to leave this building today, because if you look outside, it is terrible. But we'll figure a way. There's always a way. And thank you, Jesse, and congratulations.
Look at Jesse. He can't get up there fast enough. Oh, my gosh.
And with all of that wealth, Trump wants a free ticket to the fair tonight.
You can't make this up. Now, did you catch the part when Reverend Jesse Jackson said that as a Black man, when he first ran for president, Donald Trump was one of the only people who came in support of his campaign? One of the only
people. He couldn't get it going. It's so many other clips. This is not the one here, but there's another one, boy. He's going to be, dancing. He's going to be like, And remember now, Hillary did go to his daughter's wedding. She can say a lot of things, but she did. I think we're going to talk about her.
Donald Trump was there. Exactly. But the fake news media today.
Let me see, can I find the actual clip that this brother is talking about here? I said, might be it here. Now, Jesse, this is the same night. Jesse Jackson praised and thanks Donald Trump for his lifetime of service to African Americans. Lifetime of service to African Americans. Yep, that's a lifetime. Watch it go. Here we go right here.
I do want to express thanks.
I forgot how Jesse sound. The guy, he has one-of-a-kind voice. Okay, here we go.
I do want to
Y'all remember the Rainbow Push Coalition? Oh, yeah. He was helped, founder and president of it.
express thanks to you, Donald Trump, for being with us tonight. We need your building skills, your gusto, your rent package for people on Wall Street who represent diversity. And we thank you for coming tonight. Let's give Donald Trump a big hand. A big hand for Donald Trump. I now want to bring forth
This is a different day. He does it again. This is a different day.
a friend who has, well, he is deceptive in that his social style is of such. One can miss his seriousness and his commitment, while his success is beyond argument. When we opened this Wall Street project and we talked about it, he gave us space at
Remember, it's a video of Trump saying, I want to run as a Democrat. They left me behind almost. He didn't say left me behind, but he said, I might be a Democrat. I don't know. They changed so much. He did not want to.
40 Wall Street, which was to make a statement about
At this point, he was a Democrat, I believe. Trump.
About our having a presence there. And beyond that, in terms of reaching out and being inclusive, he's done that too. And created for many people a comfort zone when I ran for the presidency.
Listen to him.
84 and 88.
He said, when I ran for the presidency, check it out.
And many others thought it was either laughable or something to avoid. He came to our business meeting here in New York because he has this sense of the curious and a will to risk to make things better. And so aside from all of his style and his pizzazz, he's a serious person who's an effective builder of building for the builder of people. Last year, he was a part of our workshop, of our panel workshop on what are the challenges and opportunities. And so a year later, Donald Trump, for a few minutes, challenges and opportunities to embrace the underserved communities. Donald Trump.
Wow. Multiple days, multiple times. Oh, he's a racist. Come on. Oh my gosh. Over and over again. I gotta find Al Sharpton. It's so many of them that just let me see who helping blacks. But you know what? You don't see it on the mainstream media. No, you don't see it. Oh man, what am I typing? I might have to get back to my. Okay, here we go. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen it Jesse in a long time. Let me see here. Blacks. It might not come up on this one. It might not come up because there's all this new stuff from helping blacks. Let's see here. Oh, that's when this is the new one there. This is the new one there. Oh my gosh. Yep, that's this is the latest thing going on, him helping blacks right there. This is his first. And that goes right there. That's Martin Luther King Jr.'s niece. She's a Republican too. And then that's the lady that he got out of jail his first term. So this is definitely, nope, this is still the first term though, because she's passed on. That lady right there in the black in the far left. So Diamond, that's Diamond and Silk and Diamond. I don't know which one's Silk and which one's Diamond, but one of them passed. And the lady in the yellow hat, he got her out of prison. And she's right there. She's right there. Yes, right there. Yeah. Okay, here we go. For some nonsense that he saw through. Okay, here we go. I don't think if he was a racist, he would have done that. I'm just be honest. They say, oh, it's a photo op. If he does something nice and you talk negative to him, he will do that if you white, black, blue, or orange. So, I mean, you call it racist, whatever. You say something bad about him, he's coming at you. I think that's, hey, he calls it. me see, can I find anything, something older? This is all new stuff. This is Chicago guy, this jokester. This Chicago mayor. He done got all that federal money from Biden to get all these people and give them EBT cards and housing and have the schools flooded with ELSA. They already couldn't do anything. Now they couldn't do anything, really anything. Yeah, they did bilinguals. They had to get bilingual teachers and stuff. Everybody saying the schools done change. Okay. And then, of course, this is here. This is another one. Here it is. That awkward moment when you realize Bill Clinton had more balls calling out black anti-white rhetoric to a room full of blacks in 1992 than Trump does today. Oh, I guess he's calling out blacks. Oh, he's the first black president. He's the first black president. Here we go.
You had a rap singer here last night named Sister Soldier. I defend her right to express herself through music. But her comments before and after Los Angeles were filled with the kind of hatred that you do not honor today and tonight. Just listen to this. What she said.
Listen.
She told the Washington Post about a month ago, and I quote, "If black people kill black people every day, why not have a week and kill white people? So you're a gang member and you normally kill somebody? Why not kill a white person?" Last year she said, "You can't call me or any black person anywhere in the world a racist. We don't have the power to do to white people what white people have done to us. And even if we did, we don't have that low-down, dirty nature. If there are any good white people, I haven't met them. Where are they?" You had a...
Wow, he called them straight out. Didn't he call them straight out? Ooh-wee, but he's not the racist, right? I don't know, but I think I remember Michael Metz saying the most dangerous politician or the most dangerous person is a liberal white man. That's what he said. A liberal white man. That's what he said. A liberal white, because they're the fox. They're the wolves. They're the fox. Yeah, and the hen. Right. Yeah, they're the ones that smile in your face. Yeah, backstabbers. But actually, I think Bill was. I think he really was sincere. Over time, it seems like he was. Okay, let's see if we go back to this right here. That's what we're saying. That is what we're saying that the black man is right there. No, that's Nasheed here, the founder of what's called. Trump is better option for black people. That's what he said. And he's like pro-black. He saw it.
And I always point out, they try to make Trump the boogeyman. Trump didn't put any policies together that harm black people. I'm not even a fan of Trump. But Trump did not put a policy out there that...
Yeah, this guy is pro-black. The foundation, he's a foundational black American. This guy is super pro-black. And he knows that this...
And I always point out, they try to make Trump the boogeyman. Trump didn't put any policies together that harm black people. I'm not even a fan of Trump. But Trump did not put a policy out there that specifically harmed black people. So they're not going to use the boogeyman tactic with Trump.
Tactic. He saw it. Oh my gosh, here you go. It says a black man walking up to a white couple in D.C. said, "I'm going to K your white baby and wife." And it's thanks to President Trump. I don't want to see anything like that. This joker here, guys, I'm gonna off topic right here. This joker here, just in Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson just announced he'll be handing race-based grants only to blacks for slavery reparation. That didn't never happen. He's trying to get elected. This straight up racism. Don't worry. He just talking up the side of his head. He was giving all that money to the illegal immigrants. That's what he's doing, getting them EBT cards and housing and speeding up the process, I guess, for the great something that's happening that I just found out about. Okay, Trump's DOJ should shut this down now. This right here was in June. Listen, he's just trying to get elected. Let me see what this was.
Our way will bring to black residents in reclaiming ownership of our own communities. That is the spirit of Juneteenth, you all. It is about reflecting on our past. Other cultures are taught to never forget. We need to be reminded as blacks here in Chicago and America remembering our past and working towards a more just future, investing in Black is not a criminal act. Sister Zakiya says she need a witness, so I'm gonna say it again. Investing in Black is not a criminal act.
Oh my gosh, that was into that crap. Let's see, we go. Saying one thing and doing one thing is really, really, really strange here. This is Michael Steele. He was a Republican and left to go to the Democratic Party, where he supposed to be leaking all the information. Trump is not the same. Here's a song saying, "I'm not the same." They don't like me here. Here we go. It says breaking. It says the MSNBC incites that President Trump is racist, only wants to send the National Guard into Memphis, Tennessee, because Memphis is predominantly a Black city. It would have, okay, this is what it's going to say. Here we go. I don't want to read what they're going to say.
And if it was beyond our capacity, sir, then maybe we would call for federal help. But so I don't understand what's different. It wouldn't have anything to do with the fact that Memphis is a largely Black municipality, would it?
Yeah. So Memphis is the largest majority Black city in the nation. It's something that I wear as a badge of honor, and I think it's something that we should be proud of. I will say that Governor Lee, certainly he can speak for himself, but I will say.
And if it was beyond our capacity, sir, then maybe we would call for federal help. But so I don't understand what's different. It wouldn't have anything to do with the fact that Memphis is a largely Black municipality, would it?
Yeah. So Memphis is the largest majority Black city in the nation. It's something that I wear as a badge of honor, and I think it's something that we should be proud of. I will say that.
Okay, let's see what we got here. We got some more stuff. Okay, here. This guy on the right is the mayor of Memphis. He definitely says yes, it's a green light for Trump to go to Memphis. And it's a definitely green light here. I don't know if I want to. Yeah, I did video on it already. It said the nerve of the left. This guy says the nerve of the left to demonize Trump's speech after Charlie Kirk's death as not unifying. He is pissed, and so are we. Oh my gosh. Then okay, he says it right there. I can see. Okay, I could have used that because I can't even see it.
Of these leftists and Democrats. Now they're trying to demonize Trump's speech after the assassination of Charlie Kirk. So let me get this right. You tried to
Get your words together, my brother. Get your words together. Let's see. This is the problem. Donald Trump's supports among Black voters have grown from nearly 500% in the last 4 years. New poll has found. Oh my gosh! Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. First Black
MAGA, Black MAGA, Black MAGA, Black MAGA, Black MAGA, Black MAGA. Donald Trump, yeah, that's my president. Donald Trump, the first Black president. Ever seen a Black patriot? Yeah, we exist. The Democrats use my color just to stay rich.
Okay, I can't play that stuff. Oh my gosh, everybody wants clicks. It has 2.3 million views. You might say, oh, they didn't do anything. That's just on that one little clip. It's all over the place. It has 2.3 million views. They're doing something for something. 2.3 million views on that one. Did you see that? That's a little too far. Isn't that they're taking it a little too far? Okay, we're going to see here. Oh my gosh, 2.3 million views on this. What is this guy saying? They want all Black people to hate Trump for no reason. Oh, it's a 23-second clip. Let's see what he has to say. How many views on this one? Okay, it's not nearly as much. This is called the Black Mega Preacher.
Am I the only one that get around their parents and then get quiet when they start talking about Trump? This niggas gonna call me Uncle Tom after this video, bro. It's like, I don't really fuck with Trump either, but I don't hate the nigga. Like, I don't hate him. Shit, niggas ain't dying in D.C. no more. Shit.
He said people not dying in D.C. anymore. He said people are not dying in D.C. anymore. Listen, it's starting to wake up people. earlier today, I was doing Memphis and I stopped midstream on this. It's some stuff in Memphis, guys, that make you go, oh my gosh, I don't believe this. I don't believe this. If I didn't see it, I wouldn't. Oh, I put an I in there. Yeah, but this is like, you won't believe this. I think, I got to do Memphis protests. I think, protest. I went farther down after, I need to be drinking water while I'm still doing this because I'm sweating still. Okay, here we go. This lady here was just talking about, this is right here, this is the 15th of this month. Memphis residents, it's just so dangerous that you can't get out of your car. She says it's dangerous. You can't get out of your car. You can't go to the grocery store. And yeah, I want to see the crime stop. And if the National Guard is going to stop the crime, bring their asses on. I added the asses. But she said, bring their asses on if they're going to stop this crime. We got to stop it, right?
And it's just so dangerous. And it's just so dangerous that you can't get out of your car. You can't go to the grocery store. You can't go to the market or the service station. So yeah, I want to see the crime stop. And if the National Guard is going to stop the crime, bring them out. And it's just so dangerous that you can't get out of your car. You can't go to the grocery store.
Yeah.
You can't.
Look at this. This is nonsense. This is what I'm talking about. Look at this nonsense. Yep, where is this? This is in Memphis. This is in Memphis. Yes. Bell Street. That's right. Where Elvis and all the little people come around there. Look at this black guy. He's saying, I be damn, you're going to get me fired. Look at these people. Look at this. This is nonsense. A bunch of kids running around in Memphis. You sure it's Memphis? When did it happen? Are you sure it's Memphis? Yeah, it's Memphis. This was September the 2nd. I remember the day it happened, a couple days after it happened. Yep, this is real. If you see right there on the stamp, it says September 1st. September 1st was a Monday, right? At 9:36. Yeah, that's the stamp of this right there. Look, they fighting and pulling fake hair out. They're pulling hair, fighting out. Look at this. They done run into a stab and people filming it. Look at this. They filming each other. You don't want your kids in that environment. And they're out of control. Out of control. Let me put the sound to it. Oh, there's no sound to it. Oh my gosh. Here they go right here. This is Memphis. A huge group of blacks loot a convenience store in Memphis, Tennessee. I wonder why so many stores are permanently closing in these neighborhoods. Look at that. Look at that. They're taking everything. Just tearing up stuff. Can't make this crap up. Stop! He's telling them to stop. Stop! Go, beat track!
Oh, they so funny. Cause it's part 3. Part 3.
He said part 3, so they done this already they already done it twice somewhere else. They done it in 2 other places. He said part 3 and he's giggling about this. This is nothing to be funny about. Memphis, this right here is September 14th, guys. City Hall is in bed with the gangbangers. They're in bed with the gangbangers. Take a look at this. Watch this. I thought I was watching a movie. Can't make this crap up. Cannot make this crap up. Look at these nuts. Can't make this. Look at this. They gonna hop back in the car. It couldn't even put the brakes on there. Now they about to go. Yeah, they done put this out. The police put this out, saying, please help us catch these. They call themselves YNs. This is how it used to be right there. Bell Street. Yep, Bell Street right there. Music scenes without crime. This is Elvis impersonator telling the mayor, Paul Young, that's the current black mayor, yeah, who is opposed to the plan. Well, he's not too much. What he thinks about him. Okay. This black guy here. Oh, he's in Memphis. Here it is. Residents speak out on President Trump's actions to clean up Memphis. Okay, in the quotes, that's their words. So I'm not going to read that. Check this out, what she's saying. She said, bring your asses on. Come, please, come.
We need help. If it can save one life, I'm happy with it.
People could be concerned that they're, it's not normal to see, militarized people out in the street.
No, it's not. It's not normal, but I mean, if that's what it takes, that's what it takes. They have to do what they can to kind of take back control of the city.
Yeah.
We need help.
We need help.
If it can save one life,
I can feel
I'm
it.
happy with it.
People could be concerned that they're, it's not normal to see,
Here it is. This is 17th. President Trump just deployed the National Guard to Memphis. Violent crime is 6x the national average. 6 times. Property crime, 3 times higher. Now the National Guard and the federal agents are restoring order in one of America's most historic cities. Look at that. Look at that. They're starting to do it. More. Here it is right here. This is how bad it got. March, this is during Biden's time. Look at this. They tearing up stuff. Look at the tearing up. This was in March of 24. This is after the BLM protesters. Yeah. Kyle Rittenhouse event. Look at that. Look at that. We're about to see what the
militarized people out in the street.
No, it's not.
Okay, I jumped it a little bit. So you gotta find some more. This joker here, he's new. Get a haircut. Oh, this is not in the 60s. This happened today. This happened today. This nut speaking today. A Memphis leader reject Trump's National Guard's proposal. Now listen. Now the mayor, Paul Young, says, please come. The governor, who's a Republican, he said, please come. 2 senators says, I'm glad he's coming. Everything. And this nut here, yes, he's a Memphis leader, reject Trump's national thing. This is the thing I don't understand. He's so young. He's so young and so confused. I can tell by the hairstyle and stuff and everything that he's saying. But listen to this guy.
How can you deprive us of resources and then tell us
He done watched a couple of Malcolm X movies, and he said, I'm going to do the same thing with these glasses. He got the same mustache and gold tee. He's playing the suit down to a T. And only thing is off is his hair. And I think he got that from that guy as a pastor. I mean, it's a preacher. I mean, he's a professor. I don't know what's going on. Check this out.
the only solution is military occupation? We need poverty eradication, not military.
He's a state representative, Justin Pearson, a Democrat out of Tennessee, 86th district. This guy, he's just stroking, not knowing anything was going on.
So Donald Trump, Governor Bill Lee, and every elected official.
He even sound like Malcolm X a little bit. Oh my gosh, this nothing took the page from Malcolm X and nobody else sees it. No one else sees this stuff. Even his cadence is Malcolm X.
How can you deprive us of resources and then tell us the only solution is military occupation? We need poverty eradication, not military occupation. So Donald Trump, Governor Bill Lee, and every elected official in Memphis and Shelby County who want to ride with them, we say no.
This man sounds like Jesse. I mean, as they say, I'm sorry, Malcolm X.
We say no. We say no.
We do not need troops in fatigues with armed guns and tanks. What we need is our police officers to be able to do their job. And so if you're...
She goes to the hood one day. She goes to the hood for 10 minutes and get robbed. She gonna say, bring these niggas, bring the National Guard now, please. This lady can't defend herself. She lives in a nice area. I guarantee you she's not in the area that black male and that black woman said, National Guard come. It's 6 times as much crime going on. 3 times as much. Listen, they just said, please just come with this. Listen, walking around got to make a difference or something.
Actually thinking that this will solve crime.
She doesn't. She's just talking in the air. This is a different location. Yep, this is Memphis. This is Memphis. Welcome to Memphis, where we loot. We take everything. They just closing shops up. They just getting wine. Look at them. Look at this right there. The lady's like, I can't stop them. I can't stop them. They do it in California. And they saw them doing it in California. We can do it here too, because we changed the laws. We changed the laws for the gangbangers. We changed the laws for people to loot. They changed the laws. Yeah, we changed the laws. Oh, why are they doing it? They get caught. What they do? They're gonna get released. Misdemeanor. Oh my gosh, Memphis crackdown. We got right here, Emily Campagno. It says this is all we could have prevented. This all could have been prevented if there was just a little effort in enforcing law and order. That's what she said. This can enforce a little law and order.
I appreciated the president's focus this morning on professional agitators coming from the West Coast. I still see the rot that exists in a lot of these West Coast cities as the result of these very insidious small tumors that grew over the West Coast. Portland is an example, and I've mentioned it before, and it is dead. The amount of businesses that have fled.
Yes. Okay, here we go. Sniff for her. Here we go. This is the 15th, and this is legitimate here. Breaking. This is on the 15th, right? Trump signs an executive order to send a National Guard, ICE, and other agencies to restore public safety in Memphis, Tennessee. And they so smart, they just holding back. They getting all the intel. They're getting all the intel from all their agencies, and these fools are still acting a ruckus. They're getting all these phone taps and whatever they need to do to get the job done fast and swift. They haven't rushed in like, woof, because they're learning now. And they're learning. So they're getting all this ignorant activity going on. They're getting all this going on, and they're going to hit them so hard and quick. So hard and quick. They're going to try to fix Memphis faster, you know. Here we go. And if you're in big crime like that, you go, look at that. Donald Trump is sending ICE, FBI, ATF, Homeland Security, NG into Memphis. I don't know what NG is. To Memphis. He's sending everything to restore law and order. And they just send back like, when they coming? When they coming? We see the trucks. When they coming? When they coming? When they coming? They letting them protesting. He said, we going to make sure we do this quickly and swiftly. And oh my gosh. This is Memphis right here. This is Memphis right there. Oh my gosh, just running around knocking out people. Here we go. See here. They protesting. Let's see, protesters. Let me see. I think I didn't do protesters. That might get better. Okay, that's that lady there. We did her already. And we saw those nuts. Who's this lady here? Memphis is deadly because it failed Democrat Mayor Paul Young. Let's see. Listen, he had no chance anyway with the budget he has to do this. He does need federal help.
Alarming video has been released of a shooting this weekend in the Pinch District. That's in the downtown Memphis area. I want you to take a look at this here. Watch this. You can see 2 men get out of a red jacket.
I mean, they get mad at these Democratic governors and mayors and stuff, but their budget is so small. And I think they're going to give him money too as well for funding for more law enforcement. So, I mean, you know, I think one of the things that Young is saying, yeah, come in, because he's even saying, like, come, yeah, but we need help. So I think he's going to give him more help. What's this right here? One of the protesters was yelling at us, watch your necks. Oh, my gosh, this is 33 minutes ago. Somebody posted this 33 minutes ago. Let's see what this protester said 30 minutes ago. He gonna say, watch your neck. Oh, because of Charlie Kirk. Oh, watch your neck.
You guys remember when you signed this, or were you too zooted on Kirk?
So they were shouting, watch your neck.
Watch your neck.
At us.
They're just hanging out, saying, watch your neck. Oh, they're getting all the intel. All the intel they need. This is a third different store. Look at this. Look at this. This is what the pastors need to be talking about. They're letting this pass, giving them soft. Innocent people get hurt. They hurt themselves too, but they hurt the innocent, hardworking, church-going people. That's the ones they get. Yeah, do you want your daughter or son to be involved with anything with these type of people? Hell no. You know? But no, we have this soft allowance to let them go and get them out of jail, in and out of jail for misdemeanors and stuff, over and over again. No consequences for their actions. Every black American should be angry about this. This is what we should be trying to stop. Look at this guy, he's working. He's working trying to stop him. Was he? Hell no, this was a grown-ass man doing it too? Damn, it's kids and grown-ass people. Damn. Damn. I feel like the lady on Good Times. Damn. This is bananas. Damn. I said there was a grown-ass man in the crowd. Damn. I thought he was trying to stop him. No, this is the problem we should be angry at. But no. You look at what we bump into. We doing Black Twitter, and we want to see who's bumping and who's getting BLM, big booty things and all this stuff and celebrities and stuff. This is the crisis right here. These guys are not even, they're failing in reading, and we were failing in reading and writing. Come on, guys, we're below. We get foreigners coming in here and they become valedictorians, salutatorians. They're in the, listen, it's horrible. It's horrible. And the moms and dads coming there looking like they're like, if you see what I see, and you see, oh my gosh, you see the effort is zero. Oh, I need his grades up so he can play a sport. A sport? Oh my gosh, lady. Oh my gosh. I don't know what to do. But this is not it. And then you sit in these rooms and you with these white people and they're saying, where's the father? They know damn well there's no father. Where's the father? Where's his dad? Oh, he's not in the home. Okay. And like, oh, here we go. And she called it. Look at this. This is Memphis, guys. This is Memphis. Let me see some audio to this. Yeah, it is. This is YNs. They call them YNs. Y ninjas. Yeah. This thing, you going home. And they just record. Look at this. You in Memphis, and you seeing this nonsense playing out in your mind. What are you gonna do? Hey guys, I'm Mike with For Real right there. Wait, Mike For Real with Mike. 213-437-3959. Let me see if my phone is still on. Somebody called earlier and I missed it. Look at this. This is nonsense. Nonsense in the making. You think why I get heated up sometimes when I see stuff like this? Because I've been watching this stuff for years and years and saying, what's the solution? And then you see the politicians, you don't see them answering this stuff. They turn a blind eye to this stuff. I've watched people asking these questions like, what are you going to do on Highway 62? The kids are making woolies and stuff. What are you going to do about it? And they just look at them like they got a dumbfounded face, like they look at them like they're looking like with a dumbfounded face, like, what are you gonna do with this? They done tore up my house. They done hit my car. They hit my car that was in the driveway or side of the road parked. What are you gonna do about this? And they look at them like this. You know, like this blank ass look. That's what these politicians do. And you go, oh my gosh, they just want to check. They just listen to their own words. And then you look at it and you go, okay, their budgets are so small. Wow. Let's ask for some budgets for some more police officers. No. They don't want that. No. They want some more nonsense. They want to build some more housing. Some more housings. Then they say senior living housing, right? For senior living, right? End up being for everybody, right? It wasn't enough seniors. So it's going to be some more people. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Can I find some more stuff going on here? This is Trump on the 15th talking about what he gonna be kicking ass and keeping notes. I'm sending the whole shebang. And this is on the 15th, so you don't think that's not getting intel. And these nuts, he said, let's wait a couple of Saturdays and Sundays and Fridays. Let's see how they move.
To Chicago on a sort of a moderate basis, and we brought down crime a little bit in Chicago, but we're now going to bring it down very big. We're going to be doing Chicago probably next. I was with a great businessman, a man who is involved in all cities through his business. And I say, who do you think should be next after Memphis? And he said, sir, you've got to save Chicago. We're going to wait a little while. But he said, you got to save Chicago. You can't let it go. And this is a very prominent man that everybody knows. And this from another man in Memphis was saying, Bill, he was saying, very interesting, he's on the board of FedEx. And his hotel is about a block away. And he said, when I walked there, I said, you know, I don't want to do this again. I never want to do it again. And they won't let me walk there. They take them in armored vehicles. They take the board members of FedEx in armored vehicles like a block away to the hotel. This shouldn't be.
I did a video on this, guys. I did a video on this being, unbiased, showing both point of views on this, letting you know, hey, both sides have saying something about Memphis, Overwhelmingly, everyone wants this to happen, Everyone wants this to happen. They want it to happen. They want the National Guard. Everybody wants it. Except a few activists. Okay, listen. He's pleading. Please come. Please come. Get these YNs out of here. Yep, I said it. I want them to go. Don't put my name on the screen. Don't put my damn name on the screen. But I want them to come too, damn it. All the gold on my teeth. Look at this. I can't find the one I want to find. This guy took the page out of Malcolm X. He sounds just like Malcolm X. This happened today. This happened earlier today. He sounds just like Malcolm X with this wild haircut. The cadence and everything. I thought he was Malcolm X when I closed my eyes. I said, did that sound just like Malcolm X? I should play Malcolm X. And let's see what else we got going on here. Okay, let me go to I did Tariq Rashid here. Yeah, this guy here. Yeah, I see some arrests trending here. This is 4 hours ago. It says breaking General Flynn calls for AG Pam Bondi to start issuing arrests and holding people accountable. Yeah, oh my God. Oh, okay. That's odd. Okay, tell us something is going on to happen or whatever. This is not between either way. No. Okay, no. That's very interesting for General Flynn to say. I'd like to hear his voice. Okay. I'm interested in what she has to say here, this lady here. This right here is, she's a politician. She just got slung to the ground not too long ago. Today. Admits that she illegally obstructed ICE at their facility multiple times on Friday. This is this Friday, right? She's going to admit to it. Okay, let's see where it goes right now. She's going to admit to doing it. She got slammed. They slammed her. I'm going to show this in a second after this. Watch this.
We have Kat once again. Kat, what's your last name?
Abu Ghazaleh.
And Kat.
Abu Ghazaleh, that's like Abacadu. Her name is Abu Ghazaleh. I couldn't even pronounce it. His name Abu Ghazaleh. Okay. She done made that name up. Ain't no way her name is that.